Hello and welcome back to Sports Beyond Cancer. I hope you all are enjoying this ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2026 here. We are in for the 33rd game of the season here as Scotland take on Nepal here in the Wankhede Stadium here in Mumbai. I hope you all are doing good and hope you are enjoying this wonderful cricketing spectacle here, co-hosted by India and Sri Lanka here. This is Saurav Vittalmurthy. Uh, your host bringing in this fan commentary and fan stream, especially this encounter, the 33rd match of this Group C here, here with Scotland taking on Nepal here. And earlier today, Nepal won the toss and opted to bowl. And now, after 5.2 overs, they are 50 for no loss. And extremely sorry for the little bit of delay because we had some technical issue in regards to the power resources. And so, extremely kindly excuse us. And after winning the toss, Nepal opting to bowl and putting Scotland into bat here. And just one change here for Nepal here. Karan Casey, the bowling all-rounder, has been replaced by Sandeep Jora, the batter there. So they're strengthening their batting order tonight here as they are facing Scotland in this game here. So the big news coming out there from the middle in the afternoon game was the match between Zimbabwe and Ireland was abandoned due to rain, and due to that abandonment, both the teams shared a point, and with that Zimbabwe moved into 5 points with still a game in hand, which technically means that Australia are officially out of the ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2026, and they are eliminated with still a game in hand for Australia. So that's big news. Australia eliminated with a game in hand, and that's absolutely the Australian fans will be disgusted. They absolutely will be extremely disappointed. They will be gutted that they have had to bow down out of this world championship at such an early stage with a game in hand. So they will have to look at how they will go back and assess the rings. They still have a game in hand. They will playing Oman. I think that's the last game of the group stage. Let's see how things go for them ahead. So 6 overs done. That's the end of power play, and Scotland 52 for no loss as both the batters have batted wonderfully, especially giving that early start there. The partnership there, 52 coming off 36 balls, and they have batted wonderfully, especially Michael Jones. He's been doing the bulk of scoring. He's batting at a strike rate of 170, scoring 34 of 20 balls. He's hit 5 boundaries and 1 6, and with a strike rate of 170, he's batting wonderfully out there in the middle in the wicket here at the Wankhede Stadium, and they will definitely be looking to carry on this onslaught, especially Michael Jones, the way he's been batting, and George Munsey, he's currently batting less than run a ball, and that's pretty surprising given in the power play. But definitely, he has all the powers, he has all the potential to clear the boundaries with ease. We have seen him do it time and time again, and just his probably setting in, get his eye set in, and probably he'll take on the bowlers in the next half, especially in the middle half. They have set the platform initially, 52 for no loss in 6 overs. That's a pretty good, decent start, not a good start. Pretty happy start, 8.67 the current run rate, and he'll be eager to continue on the game and take it into the next. He'll probably take it into the next level here. Well, while he tries to shift gears here. To all of us who are joined into Sports Beyond Cancer, thank you for being an integral part of Sports Beyond Cancer here. This is Saurav Vittalmurthy, a former sports journalist who is currently battling his fight with fifth cancer, and that's the reason I have been sidelined, bedridden for the past 2.5 years. But now I have entered remission, which is good news. That's the reason I started this YouTube platform called Sports Beyond Cancer, so that I can continue my passion for sports journalism, because I was a sports journalist back here, 4 years in India and 4 years in New Zealand, and because of my cancer battle, fifth battle, so I had to come back, and 2.5 years sidelined, bedridden. Now I entered remission. I started this YouTube platform, so kindly hit that like button and also hit the subscribe button, because every single subscription will help me battle this, put up a fight against this cancer and come back stronger. And it will also give me to wake up every single day, where I wake up to follow my passion of pursuing sports journalism in the right spirits and building the sporting community here. So every single like and every single comment will definitely help me get there and believe in this journey. So thank you for coming here today. So please don't forget to hit the subscribe button there. So 52 for no loss after 6 overs, and that's the drinks breaks here. And Michael Jones is batting beautifully. He's batting on 34 of 20 balls, and George Muncy batting on 15 of 16 balls. That's the story out there. Nepal and Scotland battling it out in the Group C encounter here in Mumbai here. Big shocking news coming there as the with the washing out of the game between Zimbabwe and Ireland. Australia, can't even imagine Australia eliminated from the T20 World Cup in the group stage itself. The champion team, who's always been on the top of the table. They have been eliminated with still a game in hand for them. They still have to play Oman, and before that, they are eliminated from the tournament. This is going to be extremely tough for all the Australians to take. This time, Lamichane into the attack, and Jones wants to counter-attack him, and he charges down the wicket and converts this into a full toss, and he smashed it straight over the long off fielder. There are 6 runs there for Jones. He's batting wonderfully this evening. Sandeep Lamichane has been greeted with a big six there. He marched out of the ground, out of the pitch, and he smashed an 81-meter six there. Beautiful shot. The ball was in his arc, and he converted that into a full toss, and he's trying to counter-attack Lamichane here. This time flighted, and he goes inside out and opens the face of the bat and hits it over the infield, but only towards the fielder there in the sweeper cover region. That will just be 1 run, 59 for no loss after 6.2 overs. The run rate 9.32, and we'll have to see how things go from here on. This time, wonderfully bowled. Lamichane angling the ball into the batter there, and all Muncy could do is tap it back to the bowler. Muncy will be trying to go big here. He's had his eyes set in. He's played for 17 balls. Can he take on the big shots here? Once again, wonderfully bowled. And he has driven it towards the long off fielder. They're happy to take the single and watch the proceedings from the other end, because Jones has been batting exceptionally this evening, and Muncy who's been struggling to time the ball today, happy to give the strike back to him and watch the carnage that the Jones has been doing from the other end. They're happy to be a spectator and play second fiddle from the other end. This time, Googly wonderfully bowled, and Jones taps it back to the bowler there. That'll just be a dot ball. Lamichane into his first over, and straight away Jones trying to attack him, and Lamichane has come back in a wonderful fashion here. This time flighted it away once again, hit it past Lamichane, going past his hands there, all through the ground, and that will be 1 run to end the over in the long off region. 61 for no loss after 7 overs, and that's the story out there in the middle there. The partnership 61 of 42 balls there after being put into bat by Nepal. A good start there by Scotland here. They have managed to assess the conditions, and they have played sensibly, especially Jones. He's taken those extra risks, and he's managed to get those big shots whenever there was an opportunity, and he's been carrying the run rate in the positive direction there for Scotland here. They bat deep here, Scotland, and they have a lot of strength down the order there with the likes of Brandon McMullen, Richie Barrington, Tom Bruce, and Michael Lisk. You saw what Michael Lisk could do. I mean, he's a terrific all-rounder with the bat, with the ball. He's someone who has played a dominant role for Scotland over the years, and that's the story of Michael Lisk, the batting all-rounder. And here is the captain introducing himself. For the 8th over, Rohit Paudel, the right arm off break bowler, is into the attack, coming in from around the wicket. This time flighted outside the leg stump, angling into the pads there, and Muncy Jones happy to tuck it away towards the deep mid-wicket region, and the batters will cross over for a single there. 62 for no loss after 7.1 overs, and here is Rohit Paudel running into bowl to Muncy here. Muncy playing then a less than run a ball here. Rohit Paudel just making some slight field changes here, as the left-hander is now onto the strike here. Can he get a wicket here? Can he get the first breakthrough for Nepal this evening here? What will be his how big of a wicket it could be? This time he shuffles across towards the offside and wonderfully bowled, darting it into the pads there, and all he can do is tap it back to the bowler there. He's looking a little bit out of touch there, Munsi, especially with timing the ball. But you all know once he gets his eyes set in and once he starts playing those big shots, he can be extremely dangerous. And Nepal know how big of a wicket he could be. This time, once again, he taps it towards the right of the bowler there, and Podal getting the hand to it, and the ball going towards the coverage, and there, good fielding there, and that'll just be a dot ball here. Portal now running in to bowl to Munshi. This time he goes for the reverse sweep, doesn't get a proper connection on it, only to find the edge of the bat, and the ball's gone to the cover region once again, and that'll be a dot ball here. Munshi struggling to find his timing here. He's struggling, 16 of 21. As Jones is batting wonderfully at the other end, 43 of 25. Munshi will have to play the break free shot this time, a low full toss, and he's driven it towards the long on region there. He'll manage to get only a single there. Munshi will have to shift gears now, and he's having a look at his bat. Probably he's unhappy with himself. He's nodding his head. He would be keen to release that pressure and shift into the next gear here. He's seen enough 22 balls into the game and is batting just on 17 here. And here is Rohit Patel for the one last time in this over from around the wicket, and the ball's been hit straight through Rohit Patel's hand. That was a tough chance. The ball was hit powerfully, a flighted delivery, and Jones smashing it straight towards the bowler, and I think Rohit Patel got a hand to it, but the power was so immense that it goes past him and straight into the boundary there. 4 runs there for Michael Jones, and after the end of 8 overs, it'll be 68 for no loss, 67 for no loss, beg your pardon, and the current run rate 8.38 there. To all the folks who are joined in, I hope you are enjoying the stream, and I hope you have hit the subscribe button, and I hope you click the like button. Also, please do let us know if there are any Nepal fans in the house, if there are any Scotland fans in the house. Just let us know the city from which you're watching the stream. The chat box is completely open, and also let us know which team you are rooting for tonight. So please let us know so that we can have a conversation there. So the chat box is completely open for you guys there. So please free to put in the chat there. This time, Munshi, Sandeep Lamichan bowled wonderfully. The ball angling into the battery. He managed to get an edge. The ball going towards the right of the cover fielder there, and the batter scamper for a quick single there. That'll be a single. That's all for Munshi there. He's struggling to get his eyes set into it. He's definitely not this kind of a batter. We all have seen him how early initially in the power play he goes big, but today Nepal have managed to keep him quiet. He's playing less than a run a ball, 18 balls 23. This time flighted it through the air outside the off stump. He smashed it towards the cover fielder there, and he gets an hand to it. Good fielding there. The ball running away from him, and the batters have sufficient time to cross over for a single here. 69 for no loss after 8.2 overs, and the run rate 8.28 here. Lamichane, he is probably the highest wicket taker for Nepal in the recent years. And this time Munshi finally managing to get the bat there. Finally he'll be relieved there. He goes for the reverse sweep. It was a little bit short, and he swivels his body and plays the reverse sweep, and the ball going over the point fielder. One bounce into the boundary there. 4 runs there. Much required boundary for Scotland, especially Munshi. That will do a word of good. He was unable to find the proper timing on the bat right since he arrived, and this boundary will definitely boost his confidence, and we all know how dangerous Munshi can be. Good shot there by Munshi, and probably this could turn the events for Munshi here. Lamichane running in the ball to Munshi. Oh, wonderfully bowled. Good length delivery, and almost chopped onto the stumps. The ball was angling into the wickets there. He managed to tap it towards the point region there, and the batters crossing over for an easy single there. 74 for no loss after 8.4. Let us know in the chat box if there are any fans who's watching this game from Nepal, or any fans watching this game from Scotland. We'll be definitely happy to interact, and let us know which team you're supporting tonight. Beautifully bowled, googly there, well observed by the batter Jones there. He decides to just tap it, and that'll just be a dot ball. Wonderfully observed. He's just watching the ball from the hands of the Sandeep Lamichane, and realizing that it's a googly and it's coming into the wicket. He's happy to just defend it, and he's happy to play this ball off. 74 for no loss after 8.5. This time wonderfully bowled. The ball pitching on middle and turning towards the outside the off stump, and once again he's defending it towards the coverage, and wonderfully bowled by Sandeep Lamichane. He's come back beautifully after conceding that boundary there. 74 for no loss after 9 overs. After winning the toss, Nepal putting in the opposition into bat, and They have started wonderfully. 74, the opening partnership for no loss, and this is the story out here in the Group C encounter. Here, both Scotland and Nepal are eliminated. Both of them, Scotland have 2 points to the name, courtesy their victory over Italy by 73 runs the other day. But Nepal still yet to find their first win of this campaign here. This is the last game today. Can they manage a win this year? This in this game. This time he backs across the leg stump there, and Podal wonderfully following him and bowls the Yorker length kind of a delivery. And Munshi is happy to drive it towards the long on region there. He's happy to take the single there. 75 for no loss after 9.1, and the run rate 8.18 here. Can he go big? Rohit Paul this time. Good length delivery, angling into the pads, and he's tucked it away towards the deep mid-wicket region. The batter was interested in for the second run, but good fielding there from the deep. The throw coming back quickly to the keeper there, and that'll just be a single. And Jones just one run away from a well-deserved half century. He's playing on 49 of 30. Michael Jones, he's batted beautifully, a strike rate of 160-20. This time he shuffles across the off stump, and Munshi goes for the sweep shot. Is this going to go into the boundary there? The ball's been cut off the ropes at the deep square leg region there, and Munshi and the Jones will easily come back for 2 runs there. Munshi trying to get a move on here. He's batted sufficient time out there. He spent a lot of time out there. 27 balls for his 26. He needs to play those risks. He needs to go for the big shots here, and he realizing that it's time to up the run rate. Once again, he tries to go for the reverse scoop here. He tries to guide it past the third man fielder, the third man fielder, that only to manage to get an edge there, and the ball rolling towards the cover region. That'll be just 1 run here. 79 for no loss after 9.4. Michael Jones and Munshi. This guy is a wonderful bunch of cricketers there. And Michael Jones coming in from Lancashire. He's been a wonderful find for Scotland. There you see, this time that'll be 50 for Michael Jones. It was angled into the pads, and he tucks it away towards the deep mid-wicket region. And applause coming in from the dugout there. He raises his bat there. Wonderful stuff from the opening batter from Scotland here, Michael Jones. He's batted beautifully today. First ever 50 for him in the ICC Men's T20 World Cup. He'll be definitely proud. So will be his family, and so will be the Scotland camp there. Michael Jones, 31 balls, 50 runs, 6 fours and 2 sixes. He's this time he makes he shuffles across towards the leg stump, and a low full toss outside the off stump, and Munshi slices it in the air, and as soon as he hit it, he knew that there was no good contact there, and he's been holed out in the long off region there. The cat's been taken, and that'll be the first breakthrough for Nepal here. The fans in the stands are on the toes. They are celebrating. This is the first breakthrough here, and the wicket here for the Nepal captain here, Rohit Paudal. A low full toss outside the off stump, and Munshi will be extremely devastated, gutted with himself, and the catch taken in there by Jora. He will be gutted with himself, especially the way he batted. Less than a run a ball through the power play. 29 of 27. Since the start of this innings, he was struggling to time the ball. He was struggling to get the middle of the ball, be it the reverse sweeps or the sweep shots. He was not able to get the middle of the ball. He was not able to adjust to the pace of this wicket. And finally, the struggle ends as he's holed out to Jora there off the bowling of Rohit Paudal, and he's been dismissed for less than a run a ball. 27 of 29 balls. He's managed to hit just 4 fours here, and that'll be the first breakthrough. 80 for 1 after 10 overs, and Rohit Paudal picking up his first wicket there. He'll be happy. He's bowled very good lines. He's bowled very tight angles. 2 overs, 12 for 1, and that'll be the first breakthrough for Nepal, and they will be hoping that 1 wicket brings through, 1 wicket brings 2, and 2 brings 3 here, because they will be keen to pull that run rate back. 10 overs, 80 for 1, and you know how dangerous the Scotland batting order is, and they'll be keen to get some wickets here, and they will be keen to put the new batter under pressure here. He will probably need to be bring on the field and put some pressure on the new batter here. With that said, Michael Jones on the other end is batting beautifully there, as Kushal Bhutel has been given the ball, thrown in the ball for his first over here. He'll be wonderful. He's bowled wonderful with his leg spin there. This time a little bit shorter there. Probably tried to bowl the quicker one there, and Macmillan hits it towards the not Macmillan. Jones hits it towards the long off region there, and he'll take a single there. To all the folks who are joining on this stream, please hit the like button, and please do let us know from which part of the world, which city are you watching this game, and also which team are you rooting tonight. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because that will mean monumental to us, because that will help us in this healing journey, in this fight against cancer here. So Bootle this time, a wonderful ball. He's bowled it wonderfully, a quicker one, and probably a flipper there, and it was angling into the batter. He's tapped it back to the bowler there. Dot ball there for Kushal Bootle. Here is Kushal Bootle. Once again, angling into the pads there. A quicker one there, and he's tucked it away towards the mid-wicket region there. Rohit Paudel there, coming in from the deep, restricting the batters to a single there. Nothing more than that. Rohit Paudel in the previous over, picking up his first wicket of the night and the first wicket of Nepal, and he was happy. He was happy, especially, and he knows how big a wicket it is. Munsi is an excellent batter. He's a power hitter there, but today he couldn't get going, and despite that, the Nepal know how good a big wicket was that. This time bowled in a little bit short, and he's punched it past the cover fielder there, and the batters. Good fielding out there in the deep. Lokesh running in towards his left, wide of long off region there. He cuts the ball and throws the ball back quickly to the bowler there, and the batters will have to restricted, be content with 1 run there. 83 for 1 after 10.4 overs. The run rate 7.78. Here is Bootle running in. A quicker one there, and he's tapped it back to the bowler there. That will be nothing more than a dot ball here. Macmillan 1 for 3. How much can the Scotland get today? How much can the Nepal restrict the Scotland? And how much would be a target that the Nepal will be eager to chase on this Mumbai wicket here? Once again, a quicker one angling downwards the leg. He is happy to tuck it away towards the deep square leg region, and the batters crossover for single. With that single, the score is 84 for 1 after 11 overs, and the current run rate is 7.64. Slowly getting a little bit tighter here for Scotland. They would want to play those big shots, and they would want to keep their run rate close to 8.5 or 9, so that they manage to get somewhere close to 170 or 180. They had a good start, especially the way Michael Jones is batting. They will be hoping that he continues to play the same way, especially for the next 4 or 5 overs, which will provide the platform to the remaining batters who come in the later half, and they can use the long handle and clear those boundaries, and will provide that late onslaught to take Scotland to over 180 here. Nepal in this game will be searching for the first victory of this campaign here. They had a good game against England, where they just lost by 4 runs here, courtesy a wonderful over there by Sam Curran in the end, while he had to defend 9 or 10 runs on the last over, and Sam Curran managing to defend that there. Here is Sandeep Lamichan this time, beautifully bowled googly there, and Macmillan happy to tap it back to the bowler there. That will just be a dot ball. Lamichane into his third over. 2.1, none for 16. He'll be eager to get a wicket here. Wonderfully flighted outside the off stump, and Macmillan goes big. As soon as he saw the flight, he's gone big, deep into the stands. The ball sailing into the long on boundary there. 6 runs coming off the blade of Macmillan. The first boundary of the evening for Macmillan here, and the Scottish fans in the stands are definitely happy. They are on the toes. Finally, they are all celebrating. What a wonderful shot there. He goes down on one knee, and he gets underneath the ball and smashes it 88 meter 6 there into the long on region there. 6 runs there for Macmillan. This time angling into the pads, and has driven the ball wide of the long on field there, and the batters scampering back for 2 runs there. Good running there by the batters there. That would have been tight if the fielding was a little bit more quicker there, and wonderful shot there. The previous ball, Macmillan, as soon as he saw the flight, his eyes lit, and he smashed it. This time bowled it outside the off stump. A good ball there, and Macmillan happy to tap it towards the just wide of the point fielder there, and batters once again scampering for a quick single there. Good running between the wickets, especially in between those two, especially the last ball when they ran that two, and even now the quick call here. Good communication as the crossover for single here. Sandeep Lamichane once again bowls a googly. This time he rocks back and hits it straight over Lamichane Jones, and the ball one bounce into the side screen there. 4 run there. What a wonderful shot. He saw the ball coming in from the hands of of Lamichane. As soon as he realized that this is going to be a googly, he rocks back and pulls the ball over the bowler's head. One bounce into the boundary fence. 4 runs there for Michael Jones there. What a wonderful shot. He's been batting beautifully this evening here. He's come out with an intent and he's definitely this time the ball just missing the stump. The ball that was a quicker one, and Michael Jones was in no position to play the shot. He went to play for the pull shot, but the ball was not that shot, and the batter missing it. So does the keeper miss it. Unfortunate events here for Lamichane, and the ball gone for 4 bytes there. Lamichane wouldn't be happy with the keeper's effort there, and that'll be the end of another over there. Expensive over for Lamichane here. 17 runs coming off it, and with that 4 byes, it brings the 100 for Scotland here. 101 for 1 after 12 overs here. 8.42 the run rate. 3-figure mark coming up for Scotland in this final game of the campaign here after 12 overs, and the partnership now slowly gaining momentum. 21 of 12. Lamichane definitely not happy there, especially after conceding the 6 and the 4 and the boundary in the previous ball, and the last ball where he bowled wonderfully unlucky. The ball just missing the stumps and the keeper missing the ball there. Bootle wonderfully bowled, tossed outside the off stump and turning into the batter, and John Macmillan happy to drive it to the long off region for a single there. 102 for 1 after 12.1. The run rate 8.32, and Scotland are slowly building the momentum and setting the platform for the final onslaught, which they can start probably somewhere after the 15th over there. They'll be happy to get somewhere close to 130, 140 by the end of the 15th there. This time he steps down the wicket and he's tried to power his shot through the cover region there, but only managing to hit it towards the Jora, who stationed himself in the cover region there. That'll just be a dot ball here. Both the teams will be eager to end the campaign on a high note here, especially Nepal. They are searching for their first win. They are keen to provide the fans who come in all the way from Kathmandu to support them throughout the tournament in Wankhede. They have filled in the Wankhede, coming in huge numbers, and the Nepal cricketers will be eager to give them something to cherish about. Thank them for coming in all the way and pouring in all the support throughout the tournament. And as you can see, a lot of Nepal fans coming in to support the national team, and the team today will be eager to give them something to take back home, something to cherish, and something to take back home from a win to take back home from this ICC Men's T20 Championship 2026 here. And here is Bootle now to bowl to Macmillan. And this time he's wonderfully bowled it, angling into the batter. He drives it towards the covers region there. Can it come back for 2 runs there? The batter's running in for 2 runs there. That could be close. A good throw there coming in from the deep, but the batters were scampering very quickly there. The ball coming into the bowler's hand, and a direct hit could have been interesting. Bootle collecting the ball and whipping the bails off, but good running there. The ball was hit gently wide of the long off fielder there, and a good throw there, but I think the direct hit now. He was just in time there. Wonderful running there, and a good fielding effort there too from the long off fielder. This time flighted in the air outside the off stump, a full toss there, and all Jones can do, his drive is towards the cover long off region there. Just 1 run, 106 for 1 after 12.5, and the run rate 8.26. To all the people who are watching this stream, please hit that subscribe button and hit that like button, and also do let us know in the chat box. We are still waiting for the first chat. So that we can have an engagement here. Please let us know from which city you're watching this game, and also which team are you supporting tonight. This time he smashed it straight over the bowler's head for the time and time again. He is targeting that kind of an area. He's extremely strong down the wicket. He's extremely strong with his hits over the bowler's head, and once again a flighted delivery. As soon as he sees the flight there, he goes in for the safe option, that is over the bowler's head. No fielders there, and that will be 1 bounce into the boundary, 1 bounce into the advertising boards there. 4 runs there for Michael Jones. He's batting wonderfully. He scored 61 of 38 balls with a strike rate of 160.5 and 9 runs coming off the over there. And Kushal Bootle 2 overs, none for 13, and Scotland 110 for 1 after 110 for 1 after 13 there, and that will be the end of the over here. To all the folks who are watching the Sports Beyond Cancer here, I hope you have hit the subscribe button, and I'm also eagerly waiting for the first comment there. Please drop in your comment box. Eagerly waiting to listen to you. Eagerly listening, waiting to have a conversation with you. That will definitely help us here this evening here. Nandan is now back into the attack for his second over. He gave away 10 runs off his first, and now he's back for his second here. And Macmillan 15 of 11, and they're slowly pulling up the run rate here. Scotland this time is a good length ball, and Macmillan has hit it high in the air, and the fielder getting underneath it. Has he managed to take it? And I think he's managed to take it, or has he managed to drop it? I'm not sure if he managed to take it there. But he's celebrating. They are celebrating there. Scotland are celebrating their poor shot there. But I definitely think this will go upstairs. To my naked eye, I thought he dropped it. I'm not sure because the motion was so fast on the broadcast there. I couldn't make out. But to my naked eye, definitely I thought he spilled it there. The ball was in the hitting arc, and Macmillan tried to go big. He did not get the distance. He went aerially in the air, and the ball was lurking in the air for quite some time. And this could be sent upstairs here. The soft decision is out there. And that's been called as not out. That's been called as not out there. That's been called as not out. Jora has dropped the catch. He hasn't taken the catch there. The ball's being grounded there. The ball's being grounded as he sees it on the big screen. He's grounded it, and that'll be not out there. Actually, yes, definitely that's grounded. As I saw it from my naked eye, he dropped it. The ball went through his hands there, onto his lap there, and it fell onto the ground there. Absolutely not out there. And the batter Macmillan getting a reprieve here. He will stay back to haunt the Nepal bowlers once again. He's the dangerous batsman, Macmillan, as he has been through his career here. But here is Jones, all set to face Nandan, banged in a little bit short, and he guides it towards the backward of point region there, and that'll just be a single there. For a moment, all the Nepal fans were on the toes, thinking that was a wicket, a slower ball, and Macmillan trying to go big, only managed to hit it aerially, and the ball was lurking in the air, and he did not catch the ball there. The ball was dropped there through his hands onto his lap and then onto the ground, and the Nepal fans are not happy about it. They were keen to get this wicket here. They were keen to celebrate here, and it's a drop catch there. 112 for 1 after 13.2. Nandan running in. This time, poor delivery, banged it a little bit short, but the ball going away from the batter, straying down the leg, and the umpire will flex his arms there. That will be a wide ball. 13.2, 113 for 1, and the run rate 8.47 as Nandan strays it down the line. Jora will not be happy with that attempt. Nor will be the captain. It was lurking in the air. He stations himself for the catch, and he has dropped a sitter there, losing the sight of the ball in the nth moment, and the ball's been floored. The ball's been grasped there. This time Nandan wonderfully bowled a slower ball, and he taps it away towards the mid-on region there. The scamper for a quick single. The batter is well within time into the crease, and then the fielder gets in a direct hit. That will be not out there. 114 for 1 from 13.3. The run rate is 8.44. How much can the Scotland get today? To all the viewers listening, please drop in the chat box which city are you watching this game from, and which team are you supporting tonight. We would be keen to get that fan engagement going, so requesting you to put the chat in the chat box there, as it will help us push the algorithm, and it will help us grow, and it will help us get closer to the dream of 500, so that I can start consider this as a long-term prospect here. This time, slow bouncer angling into the body there. That ball was meant to hit. He goes for the pull shot, but does not realize, but fails to read the pace on the delivery, probably keeping a little bit low on the batter there, and crashing into his ribcage there. That's the one. He's rolled his finger over the ball. That was 114 kilometers per hour clicks on that one, and the batters will quickly cross over for a leg by there. Wonderful ball there for Nandan. He's been wonderful here for Nepal today. He is bowling wonderfully, especially in this over. 4 runs off just 4 balls there. Here is Nandan running in. Can he get away? And this time the ball is in the air. Poor shot there. Just one bounce towards the deep mid wicket fielder there. Tries to go for the big shot to drive. Tries to drive it, but is early into the shot, only managing to drag it towards the deep mid wicket region there. That will just be one run there. 15 for no loss after 1.5. That's the scenario out there. A lot of support pouring in for both the teams, especially the Nepal fans have come in huge numbers supporting them throughout the tournament. They would have been keenly interested when Nepal was so close to defeat England the other day. That would have been monumental to Nepal cricket. That would have been monumental to Asian cricket. But 4 runs there. Nevertheless, what a fight they put around against England the other day. This time, banks it in short, hits the decks hard, and Jones goes in for the pull there, and it goes over the mid-on fielder there, and going towards the left of the deep mid-wicket fielder there, and the fielder will cut it out, and the batters coming back from 2 runs there. 118 for 4, and that will be the after 14 overs, and that will be the mandatory drinks break at the 14th over mark there. Scotland after being put into bat by Nepal here have scored 118 for 1, beg your pardon, 118 for 1 after 14 overs. As you can see your scorecard on your screens here, just 1 wicket to go. Muncy, who's had a tough start this evening here, he struggled to score the runs at a frequent pace. He struggled to time the ball, less than a ball there, and he was dismissed, caught by Jora of the ball of Rohit Paul. On the other hand, Michael Alexander Jones, he's batted wonderfully, 64 runs of 41 balls, and he's been there carrying his prime form right since the start. He showed great intent there, and Macmillan joining in Jones out there. He's just got a start. He's just moved on to 18 or 14 there. He's just managed to hit one big hit over the fence there. He'll be hoping to continue his onslaught, especially after being dropped in the last over. He'll definitely be keen to capitalize on that and make it big here for Scotland here. So that's the story here. Nepal winning the toss and putting the opposition into bat, and Scotland 118 for 1 after 14 overs. And to all the listeners who just joined in, I hope you're doing good. I hope you're enjoying the cricket, and what a wonderful series this has been for Nepal, irrespective of the results there. The way they are playing, the way they are showing it to the world that they are no more an underdogs, especially with the win with England there. The way they fought till the end, the way they showed character there, and the way they have been fighting till the last moment and showing character and temperament. Unlucky to lose the other day against England, but they'll be just extremely disappointed because they lost by 10 wickets. That will be definitely haunting them against Italy, who are the debutants in the series. But nevertheless, their teams can be proud. The teams can board of this tournament with their heads held high because they have given it their all. They have made a strong statement in this competition here as even against the likes of West Indies the other day. You saw they put in a fight, especially Deepen Riley Singh. Despite the early fall of wickets, he showed character, he showed grit, and he fought till the end. He was wanting to be out there in the middle till the end, and he put in a lot of effort and character by staying till the end despite all the batters who were dismissed around him. And he batted wonderfully for getting those runs and giving a decent score for the Nepal bowlers to bowl something at, and that shows the character. This is a slow learning curve, and definitely they are growing through the ranks, and never have I seen any other team grow so rapidly in the recent times with the amount of growth they have managed to get in the past few years. Nepal, they should be definitely proud. They are a growing cricketing nation here, and definitely there is a lot of potential. Definitely there is going to be a lot of kids who are following it back from Kathmandu. I mean, definitely they will be keenly watching this game, and definitely they will be picking up their bats and balls, and they would be dreaming to become the cricketers and lead their nation to success in the upcoming years. So that's a good thing for the development of sport in the Nepal, and probably that will bring a lot of positive development in the community when kids start following cricket, pursuing cricket, and sports brings in a sense of positivity, and also it brings in the sense of athleticism and discipline, and that's generally a good thing for a nation here. And definitely this ICC tournament, they'll be taking home a lot of learnings. They'll be coming back stronger in the future. There are a lot of game exposure, and they would have gained a lot of insights. Deepinder Singh, he's been exceptional. Rohit Paul, a big learning curve for the young captain there, and he will be taking home a lot of things, positives from the tournament here. Here is Kushal Bhutal this time. and Jones drives away towards the mid-on region there. That'll just be one run there. 120 for one and for 14 points. This has been a tournament, massive tournament. Even Italy, what a team! This is one team apart from Nepal which has managed to impress me by a huge margin here. Here is Bootle running in. This time banks it in short. Poor ball there. He's managed to hit it straight towards the fielder there in the deep square leg in there. He dives in for the catch. He goes in for the catch there, but the ball bouncing just before him and going underneath him, and the ball going away towards the boundary in the deep square leg region there. Gulshan there, the fielder. That's a poor shot. He was in no position to play the shot. He's only managed to lift it towards the deep square leg fielder there. The ball was pitching short. Pitching a little bit early in front of the fielder there. He goes for the catch there, but he found himself in the no man's position. The ball pitching and rolling away into the boundary. 4 runs there, and Macmillan moves into the 20s. This time, flighted ball outside the off stump and is driven past the cover fielder there. Wide off, long off, and beautiful fielding there from the long off fielder there. He's run towards his left and he's managed to throw the ball back quickly into the bowler there. That'll just be a single there. 125 for one. And as I was talking, even the Italy, I mean, never have I ever seen a team who's come in for the debut season in an ICC trophy. I mean, you would have seen Canada, UAE, and other teams like over the years, Hong Kong, Kenya. They have played so many ICC tournaments, and it took them so long. This time, flighted outside the off stump, and as soon as he sees the flight, Jones once again stronger down the ground, stronger straight towards a straight arc, and he has gone down on one leg and smashed it straight into the Scotland dressing room there, and he gets a 6 there. What a wonderful shot there, and the Scotland teammates in the dressing room taking that catch there, and they share a laugh there, they share a smile there, and that'll be 6 runs there as they throw the back into the field of play again. What a wonderful shot by Jones. He's showing some exceptional batsmanship skills here, hitting the ball straight as much as possible, the safest zone in the cricketing field, over the bowler's head, and he's got all the power there, and he's got all the timing there. 6 runs there for him, and that'll be 131 for 1 after the end of 15 overs here. Here is Sompal into his third. A slower ball angling into the batter, and he's happy to chip it down towards the long on fielder there for a single there. Sompal this time coming from around the wicket, and Jones going in for the big shot, and he's crashed into the leg stump there, and Sompal is happy. There is celebrating. He is venting out his frustration, the happiness there, and the aggression coming out of the bowler there, and that'll be the end of Jones. He's played wonderfully, and the New Zealand fans coming out in huge numbers. That was a knuckle ball, wonderfully bowled, wonderfully executed knuckle ball, and the batter early into the shot, completely missing the line of the ball there. Wonderfully executed knuckle ball there from Sompal, and it's crashed into the stumps, and the Nepal fans living the moment. And here is Jones raising his bat as he walks away into the dugout there. A standing ovation from the camp there for Jones. What a knock he's played. 71 of 45. He's shown true character here. Here the youngster there, he's come in and he's taken on the bowlers right from the word go. A lot of shots straight down the ground over the long on region, and this time he goes early into the shot, completely foxed by the knuckle ball. Change of pace, and the ball skidding from the surface and crashing into the leg stump there, and Sompal picking up his first wicket of the day. He's bowled wonderfully, Sompal, and that'll be the end of Jones here. He has to depart now, and he's been dismissed for 71 of 45 balls. He hit 3 big sixes and 8 fours, and with a strike rate of 157.58, he's been dismissed for 71, bowled by Sompal Kami, and Scotland 132 for 2 after 15.2. Nepal trying to slowly pull back things there. The captain Berrington out there in the middle. Here is Sompal this time over the wicket, and he's managed to tap it towards the wide of the point fielder there, and good fielding there from Lokesh, diving towards his left at the point region. But the batter's happy to take crossover for single there, and the captain Barrington is off the mark here. Richie Barrington off the mark here. Here is Sompal running into bowl to Macmillan. Slower ball in the air. He's managed to grab it. He's managed to grab it out of thin air. Thin air. What a catch. What a catch on the follow through. He's managed to get his second wicket of the over here. Sompal, probably a slower ball. 104.3 clicks on that. Rightly predicted there. A slower ball. And Macmillan going in for the straight drive. Only to chip the ball back towards the bowler. And Sompal puts his right hand. Sompal putting out his right hand there, and he manages to grab onto that. The ball was flying above him. The ball was going above his head, and he's managed to pluck the ball from thin air there. The ball was traveling, and Sompal has caught and bowled, and Brandon Macmillan dismissed for 25 of 19. 2 strikes in the over here. Both the settled batsmen will have to depart. This is the comeback over for Nepal and Sompal. This is the over, and both the settled batters are now back in the dugout, courtesy Sompal. And Michael Jones bowled by Sompal Kami for 71, and Brandon Macmillan caught and bowled by Sompal Kami. What a wonderful catch there off the follow through. Less reaction time there. He plucks it in the air off his follow through. The ball was traveling as soon as he bowled a slow one. Macmillan bringing in the drive shot. The ball chipping in the air, and it was traveling above Sompal's head bit. He puts out a hand, and he plucks the ball out of thin air there, and that will be the second wicket of the over for Sompal. 2 for 19 after 2.4, and now Scotland in deep trouble now. Two wickets falling in a fraction of 2 balls there, and Nepal will be keen to get one more here. They have managed to pull the things back drastically as Tom Bruce has now walked out in the middle here. Both new batters out there in the middle. This is what Nepal wanted. What a wonderful catch. Back of the hand delivery, and the ball was traveling, and Sompal plucked it out of thin air there. What a wonderful catch there. What a wonderful bowler Sompal has been for Nepal in the recent times here. This time he bowls it into the pads, angling into the batter's pads, and Bruce tucks it away towards the deep square leg region there, and the batter's happy to cross over a single there. What a wonderful over this was. Beautiful catch there. He dived in the air, he jumped in the air, and threw in his right hand, and he's managed to hold on to it. What a catch. And the Nepal fans in the stand start celebrating. They are enjoying their moment despite their position in the table. They are enjoying their moment. They are living the moment in the cricketing history. They are living the moment, every single moment, every single opportunity to enjoy this moment in this ICC trophy, ICC World Cup here. Here is Sompal. Wonderful ball angling into the battle. That will just be a dot ball. What a wonderful over here. The 16th over, just 3 runs and 2 wickets of it. Probably the turning point of the game. This will definitely strangle Scotland's free scoring run rate as he removes both the settled batters. And removing both the settled batters, both of them extremely dangerous, especially the likes of Macmillan. Who's gonna play who's always placed the expansive shots in the last few overs. Macmillan, he's a sharp cricketer. He can smash the ball very hard, and he can take on any bowlers, and he's dismissed both Macmillan as well as Jones, both the settled batters, and brings in 2 new batters out there. It's crazy. What a wonderful stuff there by Sompal Kami. This could be the game. This could be the over that defines the game, and he's definitely bowled his heart out there. Sompal Kami picking up 2 wickets for 3 runs in that particular over there, and definitely denting that batting rhythm of Scotland here. The Scotland will be keen to get some momentum building, and they need to play the shots. Just 24 balls to go. Can they get somewhere close to 170 or 175? They will be eager to get to clear 170 here. Here is Burtle into his 4th over. Wonderfully bowled. Googly angling into the batter, and he drives it towards the long on region there, and that will be 1 run there. Still waiting for the first chat in the chat box there. Please do put in the chat box there. Sompal now, he is the 3rd highest wicket taker for Nepal in T20 internationals. Just the 3rd to Sandeep Lamichane and Karan there. Here is Bhutel. This time a little bit short. The ball keeping low on him. Tries to go for the sweep shot. Only managing to hit it towards the short fine leg fielder there. That'll be just one run there for the captain, Richie Berrington. To all the listeners who are watching this, I hope you hit the like button. I hope you're with the subscribe button. That will help us a long way in this battle against life and cancer here. So please, please, please hit that subscribe button and let us know what do you think. Who do you think is going to win the thing game, or who are you rooting for tonight? This time, wonderfully bowled. Googly angling into the batter. He's tucked it away towards the I think that's mid-wicket region there, and he's crossed over for a single there. Someone will have to play the long shots here. Richie Berrington, he is the leading run scorer for Scotland in T20s, and especially against the spinners. He is deadly in this tournament in 2026 World Cup. He has a strike rate of 200 plus against the spinners. He is someone who's taken on the spinners right from the word go, and this time he's managed to poor fielding there. That was in the air for quite some time. The ball was flighted in the air, and he smashed it towards the long off fielder there, and the long off fielder wandering a little bit into the field of play and not staying back on the boundary line, and probably that's the reason the ball was climbing on him, but he still puts in a jump and doesn't time his jump in a proper manner there, and the ball going over his head for 6 runs there. Nepal fans would not be happy. Nepal captain would not be happy. Lokesh there failing to take that catch. He was wandering a little bit early into the field of play, and the ball was climbing onto him, and that'll be 6 runs there. This time Berrington angling into the pads. He goes for the sweep shot there, and wonderful sweep shot there, and the fielders in the deep, and there's a clash between the two fielders in the deep there. Hopefully nothing serious. The ball's been somehow managed to stop both of them sliding in, one coming in from the deep square leg and the other coming in from the deep mid-wicket region, and both of them having a clash together, and the ball's been thrown back into the keeper there, and I think that's Gulshan who's injured. Gulshan, I hope it's not something serious. He's writhing down in pain here. He's on the floor, and the physio is attending him. He has had some injury to his leg there. He's struggling there. No communication, both of them putting in the slide and clashing into one another, and the Nepal fans are tensed out there. Some nervous faces out there in the dressing camp there. Hopefully nothing serious. He's writhing down in pain here. The Nepal physio is out there. So is the Scotland physio. He's ready to go and support the Nepal's physio out there. Some concerned faces out there. Definitely not an injury you would want to have. Both of them crashing in badly, and Gulshan is the one who's been injured there. No damage there for the captain, Rohit Paudel and Gulshan crashing into one another. That's some serious concerns out there for the Nepal camp. Finally, some good visuals there. They see Gulshan is back onto his ball. He's just sat down on the ground now. He's no more lying on the ground now. That is some positive out there. Those are some positive visuals for the fans there. Not a good sight to see a sports person or an athlete get injured on the field there. Definitely not in that manner there. Yuvraj Samra this morning getting in the second 100 of the tournament here. The previous game we saw Pathum Nissanka score that brilliant 100 and outplay Australia, and Australia getting eliminated today courtesy the Zimbabwe versus Ireland match was washed away, and Zimbabwe getting in that 1 point, and Australia are officially out of the ICC Men's 2026 World Cup within the group stage with still one game in hand for them. That is one for the ages. This is the World Cup they would like to erase from the history. This is the World Cup they would like to erase from their memory. Absolutely distraught. I know the fans back there in Melbourne and Tasmania and the other places Perth will be definitely devastated. Not a night that Australia would have ever imagined in their lifetime. Australia eliminated in the group stage. A tough task for the Australians to swallow, but Sri Lanka and Zimbabwe qualifying from the Group B here, and courtesy Zimbabwe playing wonderful cricket. They are playing top-notch cricket here, and definitely a threat to the other nations there, especially the way they have been bowling in the start. The pacers there, top-notch pacers. This time Barrington goes straight towards the long on fielder there, and Jora there taking in the catch. This time he's completed the catch. The ball was thrown in wide, and he goes for the big shot over the long towards the long on fielder there, and Jora managing to hold on to that catch. He goes for the big shot, aerial shot, trying to up the run rate, and Jora there this time comfortably taking the catch. A good catch there this time. The ball was hit powerfully and it was just traveling powerfully towards him, and he's taken the catch, and that will be the wicket for Kushal Bottle here. He managed to pick up a wicket off his last ball of his spell. 4 overs, 1 for 37, and the Scotland skipper out there for 10 runs off 6 balls, and Scotland 145 for 4 after 17 overs here, with a run rate of 8.52 here, and what a turnaround of events here. The last 2 overs, Sompal Kami picking up 2 wickets for 3 runs here, and Kushal Bottle picking up 1 wicket for 11 runs in this over here. So suddenly they are pulling back things a little bit, especially as they head to the final phase of the game here. The last 3 overs extremely crucial in this format of this game, and now we have the dangerous Michael Leask. He is deadly in this phase of this end phase of this innings here. He's always comes deadly. He's always deadly in this last phase of the innings. He has a powerful swing of the bat. He has powerful hands, and he can clear the ropes with him. He's there. Here is Bruce. The ball is angling into the bats, and he is tucked it away towards the deep square leg, fine leg region there. That will be 1 run. Beg your pardon there, not Michael Leask. Matthew Cross walks into the middle. I'm extremely sorry. That's Matthew Cross, but we definitely know how dangerous that Michael Leask can be. Michael Leask has shown his glimpses, especially in that game where he took 4 wickets and also smashed 22 of the last 5 balls there. He can play the long handle. Clearly surprised there why Michael Leask wasn't sent ahead of time here. He could have been sent in ahead of Cross here, Matthew Cross, but we never know what the management would be thinking. Probably they want to keep him for the last 2 overs. So the last over he can be deadly, even if last 5 balls are given to him, just like we saw the other day. 22 of 5 balls there. Stepping down the wicket this time, and he tucks it away past the fielder there in the deep short fine leg region there, and so does it go past the fielder there, diving in from the deep square leg region there. Wonderfully placed there, and that will be 4 runs there. Poor ball from Nandan, angling down the pads there, and he's managed to flick it away between the 2 fielders there, and that will be 4 runs there. What a wonderful shot there by Matthew Cross. He gets off the mark. The first ball he puts it away into the boundary there, wonderfully flicked off his pads, and that will be 4 runs there. And thank you for your comment there, Daily Stotram. Wow, nice, excellent. Thank you very much, Daily Stotram. Hope you're doing good. And thank you for letting me know and commenting and acknowledging the commentary here. And Gome the Maharaj, who will win this match? Definitely, I'm rooting in for the Nepal. Definitely want them to get 1 win in this tournament, and something to give back to those fans. This time, he goes in for the sweep shot, comes across the off stump, shuffles across the off stump there, and tries to go for the scoop shot, completely missing the line of the ball. The ball was bowled in full Yorker on the leg stump, and the Yorker on the leg stump goes in for cartwheeling there. That's clean bowl there from Nandan there. Wonderfully bowled the ball. A Yorker onto the leg stump, and Matthew Cross will have to depart, and Nandan celebrates. He raises his hand in the air, and the Nepal fans are enjoying the moment. They are enjoying the moment. They are loving the cricket, and they are on the toes, dancing out here in Wankhede. And Matthew Cross will have to go for a 2 ball 4 runs there, and he's been dismissed. Clean bowled by beg your pardon, Nandan Yadav there, and that will be 150 for 5 after 17.3 overs. Gome the Maharaj. I'm sorry, I had to cut the conversation off the previous time. Who will win the match? You are right, praying for them. Definitely want Nepal to win because the a lot of fans have flown in from Kathmandu and have backed the team right throughout the tournament. Since the first game, they have stayed back, and even today, you can see a lot of Nepal fans right from Kathmandu and over the globe have come in to support this team, despite them not winning a single game. And even the Nepal fans on the cricketing world will be hoping that they give the host fans, those enthusiastic fans, because of whom the cricket is thriving there back in the country there, and because of whom the cricketing board is getting all those funds and has been developing the cricketing infrastructures. Definitely would love to take a win back. That will do the world of good to the youngsters watching the Nepal cricketers there. They would consider them as role models and will pick up the bats, probably going into school tomorrow, or probably will be asking their parents to get a cricketing bat and make them join into sporting academies there. So definitely hoping that they will develop cricket in the long term, develop cricket in the Nepal country, and develop cricket in the Kathmandu. So win for Nepal will definitely move them monumental monuments there. So definitely hoping that Nepal wins this game and they definitely take back something home in terms of getting their first victory in this tournament. Their fans will not be happy, but definitely they can go out with a head held high, with a positive mindset to come back stronger in the next tournament. And probably that is all the one victory is all that you require to bring back that momentum and that positivity flowing into your ecosystem there. And this time a full toss, and he's driven it towards the long on region there. That will just be one run there. Leask is out there in the middle. He can be deadly. You all know how devastating and how deadly he can be with the bat, both with bat and ball. He is the perfect kind of resource every captain would like to have. He comes in the last few overs, plays those big shots, and then comes in with his bowling there. And with the kind of right arm off break, he brings in. Manages to outplay a lot of top batters there, and he's a wonderful asset for any captain. This time, Anandan running into bowl to Lees here, and Lees tries to go for the big shot, a slow one there, and he's early into the shot, only managing a single there, probably a leg by. The ball crashing on early into the shot. He goes for the pull, and the ball hitting his back, and the batters scamper for a quick single there. 153 for 5 after 18 overs. Gome the Maharaj, thank you for your comment there. Sorry, forgot to express this. You are right, praying for them. Definitely, I know what it means to the cricketing world, because they have poured in their heart. The fans have poured in the souls here, supporting the team despite the odds. A win will definitely will be justified there. They definitely need this win. They will take this as a victory token. They will take this as a gold mine. A win will mean them like a trophy there, and they will take it very close to the heart, and they will go back happy people there. Scotland, on the other hand, will be eager to get this win there. They are lucky enough to be a part of this tournament, and they have showed a wonderful potential here. Because Bangladesh backed out, Scotland will lucky to have been introduced into this tour, and they have shown glimpses of what they can bring in, and what kind of characters these players are. A wonderful bunch of characters, happy people. They always enjoy the cricket, they always enjoy the sport, they always enjoy having conversation with the other team, other people, always happy to interact, and they have been true icons of the game, and they have shown and played their heart out, and definitely they will also be keen to get a win here. But let's see who has the better. We just want to enjoy a good battle between the bat and ball here, and hoping this will go down the wire today, and they will end on a high note, irrespective of whichever team wins in today. This time he has managed to hit it towards the deep fine leg region there, and the batter's coming in back for the second run there. A good throw there would have been interesting, and Michael Lees putting in the big dive to reach inside, and that will be 2 runs for Michael Lees and Scotland. 155 for 5 after 18.1 overs. The run rate 8.53 there. Sompal into his 4th over. He's bowled brilliant in his last over, picking up 2 wickets for 3 runs, and here he is back into the attack. How many more can Sompal get here? That was a wonderfully ball, back of the hand delivery. The ball was dipping on the batter, and he's managed to get 2 runs there. Here is Sompal running into ball in Lees, this time wide outside the off stump, and he's tried to fetch it from outside the off stump and play the expansive shot, only managing to get an under edge, and the ball bouncing just before going into the keeper hand there. Wonderfully bowled once again. 105.6 clicks on that one. Sompal's brings in a lot of variation. He's an experienced campaigner. He is the third highest wicket taker for Nepal in the T20 internationals, and rightfully he has bowled his heart out there. He has bowled his heart out there this evening here. Sompal Kami, here he is running in once again to bowl to Michael Leask. This time it was in the hitting arc. He's managed to hit it in, drive it in the air, just falling short of the fielder there in the cover region there. An odd bounce for the fielder there, but it does wonderfully to put his body behind the line, and that's the kind of fielding effort you want to see as a bowler. And the batter's crossover single there. Great courage there by Basir to put his body on the line. As soon as he realizes the ball was falling short of him and it was traveling towards him, he puts his body on the line, and he's managed to save the ball from going behind. The probably could have been a boundary if the ball had passed him, and that will just be one run there for the batters there. Here is Sompal running in. This time back of the hand delivery, wonderfully bowled. He's managed to pick his third wicket tonight. He's bowling wonderfully this time. He's been a star here, and there is celebrating, sitting on the ground as if he's meditating there. He is doing a wonderful job here for Nepal, the third highest wicket taker for Nepal in the T20 internationals. And Tom Bruce has been completely outplayed. A change of pace there. I think it's a back of the hand delivery from Sompal, wonderfully bowled, and the ball dipping on the batter and crashing into the off stump there. And there is Sompal. He is enjoying his moment. So are the fans. They are enjoying Nepal's final outing in this ICC campaign here. They had come to support the team, and despite the odds, they are here to stay. They have shown it to the world, especially against England, the kind of potential they have, and irrespective of the result against Italy, every team has their off day. Even Australia had the bad day against Zimbabwe. You can never do that, anything about that. That is what sport is all about. Someone has to win, someone has to lose, and some days you have a bad day, and sometimes you could a bad day could eliminate you out of the tournament, just like the Australians had a tough day against Zimbabwe and then against Sri Lanka there. But this time Sompal, coming back to Sompal, what a wonderful ball, a slow one, and he's cleaned up Tom Bruce there, which brings in Mark Watt into the middle, the left-hand batter here. 156 for 6 after 18.4 overs. Nepal have managed to pull back things drastically here from the grasp of Scotland, especially after Michael Jones had set the stage on fire initially with his 70 plus odd runs of 40 odd balls there. He batted beautifully, but Sompal, the difference here. This time Sompal bowling it outside the off stump, and he guides it towards the short third man there, and that will be just one run there. And Watt is off the strike here, and last ball here for Sompal. Can he manage to get a 4-4 here? He will be extremely happy to get a 4-4. The fans will be eager to see him get a 4-4 here. He's bowled wonderfully. Beg your pardon, the previous delivery when he got the ball out there, the ball clipping the pads and then crashing onto the off stump there. Sompal's enjoying moment there. Sompal is having fun there with the batter there. After he dismisses Tom Bruce, he goes and talks to him, exchanging a friendly banter there. Good to see the sportsmanship spirit out there in the middle at the Wankhede between the two teams here. A lot of camaraderie between them. These guys play a lot of leagues, especially in the Nepal Premier League and the franchises across the cricket. That's the reason they have a lot of friendly camaraderie going on between them. Wonderful to see such kind of camaraderie in sports, and wonderful to see such kind of characters who enjoy being and talking with the opponents, and enjoying that friendship which they have garnered over the times in the playing through the franchise leagues over the world there. So after the end of the 19th, 158 for 6 and one last over to go, just 5 runs coming off it and 1 run, and Sompal Kami has finished his spell wonderfully. He's bowled wonderfully. He's been the leader for Nepal this evening here. 4 overs, 25 runs, 3 wickets. What more can he ask? In Nepal's final game in the campaign, he stood out, he shouldered responsibility, and he's definitely pulled back things here for Nepal, and definitely given a thing or two for the fans to smile and celebrate, not just back here in the Wankhede, for also the fans who are staying back in Kathmandu and are glued to the television or probably glued to the stream. He's given them a moment of smile, he's given them a moment of happiness in their life. That's what you need as a cricketing fan. Enjoy your cricket there. This time the batter scamper for a quick single there. Nandan there bowling a wonderful ball there. That will be a leg by, I guess. The ball just hitting the body of the batter and going towards the right of the wicket, left of the wicket keeper there, and the keeper has a shy at the bowler's end, but the batters make it home in time there. That will be 1 run here. 159 for 6, 19.1 overs. The run rate 8.30. Nandan, he's bowled wonderfully too. 1 for 23 of 3.1. Here is Sompal Nandan, beg your pardon, running in this time. Watt hits it over the bowler's head. Is it going into the boundary there? Good fielding there in the deep by Lokesh, I guess. He comes in and cuts the ball, running in from the long on region there. And he's managed to pull the ball into the field of play there. Good fielding there, good effort there, good cricket all round there. Good shot from the batter. Steps down and chips the ball in the air over the bowler's head. And Lokesh there, the ball was travelling into the boundary. Puts in a full, beg your pardon, that's Kushal Bhutal, beg your pardon. He puts in the dive and pulls the ball and keeps the ball within the field of play, and wonderfully collected there by the fielder running in from the long off region there. Good cricket all round there. That's what you like to watch as a cricketing fan there. Wonderful stuff there from both the parties there. This time once again he's charging down towards the wicket, and this time as soon as he sees the batter charging down the wicket, he's short on his length, and the batter in no man position to play the big shot. He's managed to only drive it towards the long on region, and the batters crossing for the single there. To all the fans who are watching this stream, hope you're enjoying the game, hope you're enjoying the stream, and hope you're loving the commentary and insights given in by us. Definitely keen to know from which part of the city you're watching this game, and also give us a feedback on the type of commentary and the type of sports journalism we are trying to bring it out to you right here from the Wankhede here. So 15, beg your pardon, 162 for 6, last 3 balls to go. How many more can these guys get? Please do let us know which team are you rooting for in the comment box, and I hope you hit the subscribe button there. This time bangs in short. He was angling the ball, the batter was backing away towards the leg side. He bangs in short and he goes for the pull there, and the keeper thinks there's an edge there. He's appealing there, and so does the umpire, and so does the bowler. The umpire is standing still as a rock there, and they will be going in for the review here. Dipender Airi, I think he is the stand-in captain. I think Rohit Paral has gone inside the dressing room probably. I'm not sure what it is, but I think Dipender Airi is the standing captain now. The vice captain is a stand-in captain, and he's gone in for the review here. They will be taking this decision upstairs. The keeper definitely thinks there was an edge on that, and they think they have it's taken the edge of Michael Lee's bat, and they will be taking the decision upstairs here. Nandan has bowled wonderfully. The batter was backing away towards the leg stump, and he bowls in a wonderful Yorker and the wonderful bouncer. The bouncer angling into the batter, and Michael Lee's going for the wild pull there. No eyes on the ball. He's just trying to go for the pull there, completely in no shape to play the pull. He just hope that the ball hits the bat, and probably the hard slash, and the ball going away over the keeper's head or into the deep for fine leg region there for a 6 there. So he's probably nicked there. We have to wait as it's been sent upstairs as Adrian Holstock, the third umpire. He'll be under the scanner. He'll be watching the replays. He'll be watching the slow motions. He'll be watching it from various angles there and looking at the ultra edge. And the Nepal fans are all set. They are all set. If this is going to be out, they are going to once again erupt. They don't need a chance to celebrate every single opportunity, every single run, every single 6, every single wicket. These guys are having fun out there, coming in all the way from Kathmandu. These guys celebrate, and as you can see on the big screen, the ultra edge. And as soon as they see the spike on the bat there, they know it's out. So do the fans. They are erupting here in Wankhede. What a wonderful sight these fans are. These fans are full of life. These fans are full of energy. That's what you need. That's what you need as a sporting spirit, sportsmanship spirit. Despite knowing that Nepal has been knocked out, despite knowing Nepal are still yet to get their first win, they are happy for the team. They are happy because they want to celebrate every single achievement this Nepal cricketing team brings to the nation. Every single moment of success this Nepal team brings in for the country, and they are showing it out to the fans there. That's how you need to take sports into the right spirits, and they are enjoying every single moment, every single opportunity to celebrate, and every single opportunity to let the Nepal cricket team to know that they are backing them. They are backing their boys despite the odds, and we are here to support you despite the results, and we are here to enjoy cricket, and play sports in the right spirits. They're wonderful stuff there, and Michael Lisk will have to make the long walk back. He's been caught behind. He's just struggled to get some contact on the ball this evening. Just 4 runs of 8 balls here, and Nandan picking up his second wicket of the evening here as Oliver Davidson, the youngster, the 21-year-old youngster, is out there in the middle to face the last 2 balls. Can he get a couple of good hits of the last 2 balls? 8.24 the run rate. Can he get a couple of good hits for Scotland and take them close to 170 here? Here is Nandan all set to run and bowl to all it is. And this time he tries to keep the ball away from the hitting arc of Davidson. Marquardt was keen to run the by there. The ball was thrown in extremely wide outside the wide guideline, so that will be a wide ball. And Marquardt trying to get the by there, but the ball keeper very quickly realizing throws the ball back to the bowler there, and Davidson was in no position to go in for the bye, and so that will be just a white ball there, no extra run there. And 163 for 7 after 19.4. Can they get a couple of good hits and take the score somewhere closer to 170? They will be keen to get a score from closer to 170. Here is Nandan running into Davidson. This time a Yorker length delivery, and Davidson is driven it towards the long off region there, and a good fielding out there, and they quickly releasing the ball to the keeper there. No chance for the batters to cross for the second there, and Marquardt will be taking the strike for the last ball there. 164 for 7 after 19.5, after being put into bat by Nepal here. Scotland will be definitely not happy, because at one stage, with the likes of how Jones was going on with Macmillan, they were looking at to get somewhere close to 180, 185, probably 15 to 20 runs short from where they would have imagined. They would not be happy, but they would be definitely satisfied with the runs they have put on board here. They will be definitely satisfied. One ball to go. Can they get a big hit here? Can Marquardt hit that big six and take them to the magical number of 170, a psychological edge over? This time he's flicked it away in the air. Is it going into the boundary? And it just goes over the fielder there in the deep mid-wicket region there. Lokesh puts in the dive. The ball was just flying above him, and they get that big hit off that last ball. And as I said, they get to that magical psychological edge of getting to that 170. He shuffles across towards the off stumps, and he plays a wonderful flick off his leg, and the ball sailing, teasing the fielder there, just going in above the fielder, the hands of the fielder there. He puts in a dive, but unfortunately the ball was traveling, and it crashes into the advertising boards. That will be a 6 for Marquardt, and he'll end the innings on 10 runs of 4 balls, and that will be the end of the innings here for Nepal, for Scotland. They've managed to get 12 runs of the last over, and Nandan Yadav has bowled brilliantly despite the 6. 4 overs, 2 for 34. It's a champion stuff out there from Nandan Yadav. Definitely the team will be proud of his bowling there. And 170 for 7 after 20 overs. What a game we had on our cards. And despite this being a dead rubber, both the teams will be eager to get the game. And despite Nepal still yet to win their first game in the campaign, they will be eager to get the first 2 points and end this World Cup campaign on a high note, and give it back to all those fans who are supporting the team, have been supporting this team for many years, and also have been watching cricket and cheering the team despite their highs and lows, and also all the fans who come in all the way from Nepal and Kathmandu and other parts of the world to support Nepal in Wankhede, not just today, right since the start of the tournament, and for showing the belief in the team, and for coming down all the way to India to back the players and give that emotional support to them. So definitely Nepal will be eager to get those points for the sake of the fans there who made it all the way and given them support in the field and have been for them every single moment, be it the highs, be it the lows. They have been cheering for the team for every single wicket, every single boundary, and they have showed true character as a sportsman, and displayed sportsmanship spirit here, that we are here to support you despite all the odds, despite the results. We are here to support you, and that will be the highest motivation factor for Nepal to get this first victory in the ICC men's T20 2026. So that's the story out there from the middle. Nepal, let me put the scorecard for you. Nepal winning the toss and putting Scotland into bat here, and George Munshi struggling to find a good rhythm there. He struggled to get bat on ball. He was struggling for his timing there. Extremely unusual of him, extremely uncharacteristic of him, but he was struggling, and eventually he had to depart for a less than a run ball, 27 of 29 balls. But Michael Alexander-Jones, what a sensation, what a find for Scotland. He's batted beautifully. The man from Lancashire, he's been a sensation here today. He dominated the bowlers right from the word go, especially the strength to go down the wicket with such ease, especially to hit the ball over the bowler's head and target the side screen, the area near the side screen and the long on region. He plays the long handle, he plays those technical shots, and he managed to hit 8 fours and 3 sixes with a strike rate of 157. He batted beautifully of 71. He was cleaned up by Kami, a wonderfully bowled knuckle ball coming in from around the wicket, and he was completely outfoxed there by Kami who bowled brilliantly for his 3 wickets tonight. I think it's 3 wickets. Then Brendan Macmillan, he batted beautifully once again. caught and bowled by Kami. Kami, he smashed the ball, chipped the ball towards Kami in the air. The ball was traveling above the bowler's head, but he put his right hand out in the air and managed to pluck the ball from thin air. And Macmillan's innings came to an end. And after that, all the batters struggling to get some runs on board, and Nepal managing to squeeze them and reduce them to 170 for 7 there. That's the story out there in the middle for Scotland with the bat. Now let's have a look at the bowling scenarios here. Deependra Singh, very wonderful once again with the ball. 3 overs, none for 23. He bowled exceptionally in the power play, as well as the way he's managed to contain the batters there, especially the likes of Muncy, who can be deadly on any given day. And Sompal Kami, the star of the show, 4 overs, 3 for 25 with an economy of 6.2. The variations he brings in, the knuckle balls, the slower ones, and taking the ball away from the bowler there, and especially the control he has on the knuckle ball and the back of the hand delivery. He's been exceptional today. He's shown it there how you need to bowl in such kind of formats, and how you need to go bowl when the batters are having a go at you. Bowling at the start, and then in the death, he's come and shown true character there for Nepal here. And then the likes of Nandan Yadav, he's bowled beautifully. 4 overs, 2 for 34, and with an economy rate of 8.5, Nandan Yadav has been a revelation. And Sandeep Lamichhane, he would be a little bit upset. 3 overs, none for 29. No wickets there for the Lamichhane, the experienced campaigner from Nepal. And Rohit Paudel, 2 overs, 1 for 12, picking up the dangerous batter Muncy there. And Kushal Bothal, expensive in the end, but he's managed to pick up 1 for 37, and that is 170 for 7 of 20. And Nepal will be requiring 171 to win this evening to give their fans something to take back home. This one win could mean the monumental to them, to all the fans, to all the youngsters watching the game from Kathmandu, watching the game from the Wankhede Stadium here. Probably they would be eager to take the bat out, or probably would be eager to try out cricket tomorrow, and probably will be eager to uh, pursue cricket or become a lifetime fan of cricket, because that's how things changes. 1983, India won the World Cup out of nowhere, and then suddenly the storm erupted in India. Everyone wanted to be a cricketer. Everyone wanted the kid to be a cricketer. Everyone wanted to pursue cricket. Every child wanted to pick up the cricket bat and start playing cricket. That's how the revolution charges. Just one moment of magic, and that is what Nepal needs. One moment, one victory, and this victory could definitely change the ecosystem in Nepal. There will be kids wanting to play cricket. There will be kids wanting to become like Rohit Paudel. There will be kids wanting to become like Deepinder Singh Airi. They will be taking them as role models. So that's how it all bounces off. One win, a moment of brilliance, and the energy bounces in the environment. And they will be hoping that something like this happens, and they could be able to give those fans who have showed unlimited faith in this team to take them back something home. No wonder they will be taking back a lot of lessons, and no wonder they should be still proud despite the result, because these guys have shown character. The way they played against England, and the way they came back and fought against England till the end, and almost curing McCullum and the boys there the other night. They will be taking a lot of courage and lot of exposure and lot of pride back home. The fans will be definitely proud, but this victory will definitely change the proceedings in the Asian cricket and Nepal cricket there. So they'll be eager to get the final points on board as they play the final match in this tournament here. So with that said, 171 the target, and we'll be taking a short break. We'll be just going in for a small drinks break, and we'll be back soon for the chase. Please stay tuned. I hope you have hit the subscribe button, and I hope you've shared it with your friends and family. And I'm eagerly waiting for your comment in the chat box, because that is when it'll make me feel like that I'm talking to someone and not just talking to just the camera here. So we'll be back soon for the chase here. Nepal requiring 171, and we'll be back soon. Well. Thank you for staying back online and for staying tuned to Sports Beyond Cancer. This is Saurav Vittalmurthy, a former sports journalist, and now bringing you the coverage of the Nepal versus the Scotland game, the second innings, the chase, beg your pardon, the chase coming in from Nepal here. They are chasing a target of 171, and Kushal Bhutal and Asif is out there in the middle for Nepal. And here is Macmillan running in to bowl to Bootle is straying down the leg on the patch. Hand is clipped away towards the deep fine leg region there. That'll be one run there. A good start for Nepal as Bootle is off the mark. And the keepers rightfully standing up the stumps here. He's a wonderful keeper there, Mark Watt. And Matthew Cross, beg your pardon. A wonderful keeper there, Matthew Cross, and he's standing up to the stumps right from the ball go. They know the Macmillan can swing the ball both ways, and they definitely don't want the batter stepping out of the crease and negotiating that swing. So definitely wonderful move there from the captain to bring the keeper up on the stumps. This time the ball's bowled wonderfully, and he's driven it towards the bigger pardon. He's managed to get off the mark here. Wonderfully bowled. The ball was an in-swinger angling into the pads and is hit it towards the mid-on region there and is scampered in for a quick single there. A direct hit would have mean curtains there for Asif. A direct hit, the fielder having a shy at the stumps there. I think it's Jones who's had a shy at the stumps, and that would have mean curtains there for the batter. But the batter, the throw misses the stump, and luckily reprieve there for Asif there. This time he's hit it towards the sweeper cover region there, and that'll be a single there. Gom with me, Gom the Maharaj. Thank you for your message. We are watching you sometime. We are watching you sometime. It better to watch you go about your work. Done so well. Thank you so much for your comment there, and thank you so much for your kind words, and thank you for letting us know that that our work is being done so well. This time he's chipped it in the air, and the ball just managing to go over the mid-wicket region there. Lucky shot there. He's just checked the shot. The ball stopping on the batter, and he's managed to go above the fielder in the mid-wicket region there. And the batters will come back for 2 runs there. A lucky reprieve there for us. If he's living dangerously, first the run out, and next now chipping it just in the air above the fielder's head. Thank you for your message here, Gom the Maharaj. Wonderfully bowled outswinger. A good take there by the keeper there. And he's whipped the bails off in a flash. He's appealing for a stump there. Has he managed to leave the crease? No signs from the umpire there. That'll be the end of the over. Wonderful keeping there. Beautiful stuff there. Wonderful carry. And within a flash, he's whipped the bails off. That'll be just 5 runs of the first over. And a decent start here for Nepal in the chase. En route 171 here. And to all the listeners who are joining to Sports Beyond Cancer, I hope you're doing good. And Gom the Maharaj, we are watching you sometime. Thank you for the chat there. It's better to watch you go about your work. Done so well. Thank you so much for your kind words. That definitely means a lot. Definitely this will make us work harder, come back with better tools once we cross the 500 marks. Eagerly waiting to cross that 500 mark, to consider this on a long-term basis. So please help me reach that 500 mark by sharing it with your friend. Currently I'm not sure if you're somewhere near to 315 or 320. A lot of long way to go. We just want to cross the 500 mark so that I can start believing in this journey and can start believing in this process, and that will do a world of good to me and the sporting community, so that I can bring more games, more sporting verticals to you. So please hit the subscribe button, and thank you for your kind message out there, Gom the Maharaj. And Brad Curry, he's been impressive for Scotland in this tournament. The left arm pacer, he's running in to bowl to Kushal Bhutal. This time he's hit it straight towards the bowler in the air. The bowler managed to get a hand towards it, and the ball deflecting off him, and the umpire almost on the ground there. It was hit like a tracer bullet there in the air, and Curry getting his hands towards his left. A full-length delivery, and Bhutal hitting it straight back in the air towards the bowler, and had the bowler not got hands onto it, it would have been straight towards the umpire's head. He managing to duck in time, but fortunately Curry getting a hand and the ball deflecting off him. That would have been a good catch there. A fearless, courageous effort there from the bowler there. He's put his hand out there, saving the 4 runs for the team here. Wonderful character there. Wonderful, wonderful. Extremely brave there from Curie. This time the ball stopping on the batter, angling into the bats, and he's just defended it towards the deep mid-wicket region there. That will be a dot ball here. We are watching you sometime. 5 for no loss after 1.2. The target 171. Can the fans and Nepal give their fans something to celebrate? They have come in huge numbers, supporting them right since the start of the tournament. They have been backing them, and they have been wonderful fans out there, true patrons of the cricketing lovers there. This time it was in the arc, and Bhutal goes in straight along with the line, goes in with the shot, and he's managed to hit it deep into the stands in the Wankhede, and the ball being sailed into the ropes in the long on region. And that's a big six there, and that's the first boundary here for Nepal. And the Nepal fans are back on the toes. They are there to celebrate every single shot, every single boundary. They have come a long way from Kathmandu, and here they are celebrating every shot, every run being scored. They are cheering for the teams, being there for the team despite the losses, despite the odds, and despite the ups and lows. And they are cheering, they are dancing on the toes, and missing no opportunity to celebrate here. And a wonderful shot here, and with that shot straight away the keeper being brought onto the stumps. They do not want him to charge down the ground and negotiate that swing here. Here is Curie running in. This time wonderfully bowled, and most importantly the ball was angling away from the batter, and so wonderfully kept there. Matthew Cross, he's been a sensation behind the wicket for Scotland here. The way he's standing on his toes, and the way he shifts his body weight, especially when taking those balls that are climbing onto him, he just transfers the weight back onto his thighs, and he goes onto his toes and puts in the jump, and easily catching the ball, taking the ball, and then quickly his left hand comes in to see if the batter is out, and he whips the bails. Wonderful visuals there of Matthew Cross keeping there. He's been a sensation behind the wickets. And this time the ball angled into the pads, and he's managed to tuck it away towards the mid-wicket region there. That'll be a dot ball there. Great visuals there of Matthew Cross. Definitely need to watch that replay. He stands low, he pounces himself, he gets ready. When the bowler is running into the wicket, he has his eyes on the ball till the end. The gloves extremely low. That's how the wicket keepers need to stand, extremely low. And he's ready to, and he crouches there, and he just wait for the ball. And as soon as the ball pitches, he goes along with the line and transfers his weight, especially when the ball is climbing, and calmly gets a hold of the ball, soft palms, and then quickly his left hand is ready to go in for the stumping, for an attempt to stump there. Wonderful keeping there, wonderful technique there by Matthew Cross. He's been wonderful, especially when standing up to the stumps there, especially to these fast bowlers here. So that will be 12 for no loss after 2 overs. Definitely got diverted there by the kind of keeping efforts and the visuals that are being showing on the broadcast there. Extremely staying low is the key for a wicket keeper, and to have that balance in your legs, especially when the ball is climbing onto the batter, and it's coming into you with that kind of length and with that kind of a bounce. With soft palms, that's the technique. When the ball is being bowled about 130 plus clicks, he collects it calmly, and as soon as he collects it, the left hand is ready to whip the bails. Beautiful wicket keeping there. Any youngster who would be watching this game would definitely, the wicket keeper definitely need to learn a technique a technique or two from Matthew Cross, especially how he's keeping up the stumps to the paces there. Here is Watt into the attack now for the first time in this innings, and Scotland want to take the pace away from the ball, and here is Watt running in, the left arm spinner. This time angling it into the batter there. He cuts it towards the fielder in the cover point region there. That will be a dot ball there. 12 for no loss after 2.1, and here is Watt. He was expensive in the last game. He was taken apart in the last end, but here is starting proceedings in early in the power play. This time he goes in for the sweep, and that will be just wide of the mid-on fielder there, and the batter scampering for a quick run there. Poor shot there. Dragged the ball towards the leg stump and tried to probably didn't get good connection on that, and that'll just be one run there for Kushal Bhutal there. Asif, who's been living dangerously till now, all set to face Watt here. This time shuffles across towards the leg stump and makes room for himself, and taps it along the ground towards the long off fielder there, and the batters happy to cross over for a single and to trade the strike there. To all the listeners who are listening here, earlier Scotland were put into bat by Nepal, and they managed to put up 170 for 7 courtesy Michael Jones batting beautifully, 45 balls, 71 there. And this time the ball angling into the pads and is managed to tuck it away towards the short square leg region there. The keeper Matthew Cross running in to collect the ball, and the batters having sufficient time to cross over for a single there. And Michael Jones scoring in that 75, and Brendan McMillan scoring in the 25. But it was Sompal Kami with his wonderful execution of the knuckle balls, the leg cutters, the back of the hand deliveries. He managed to pick up 3 wickets for 25 and piled up the pressure on the Scotland later in the later halves of the game, and they have managed to restrict Scotland to 170 for 7 because at one stage they were looking to go somewhere close to 190 or 185, and those 15 runs have been taken away from them, and that could be crucial in this game here on the Wankhede wicket here. Wankhede wicket here. Here is Watt running in. This time a little bit short, and he goes on the back foot and punches it through the covers there. The ball running away towards the boundary there, and a beautiful effort there. Full-fledged commitment there from I think I'm not sure if that's Macmillan. He puts in the dive and towards his left, running in from the long off, coming a long way, covering a lot of distance towards the cover region, and what a beautiful effort there. Puts in a full-fledged dive, and the hunger for the ball. I mean, the ball was through the covers. He's run all the way from the long off region, and he's put in a full-fledged dive and pushed the ball into the field of play and probably saved 2 runs there for the team there. Wonderful shot. The wonderful fielding effort there. Great cricket all round. Beautiful shot. It was a flat delivery that was angling into the batter. A back foot punch there by Kushal Bhuttal through the covers. Everyone's beaten, but no one would have expected the long off fielder to run all the way and cut it off. Wonderful commitment there, and that's how you need to be. Hunger for the ball and passionate for the game, and Macmillan showing it out there after 3 overs, 18 for no loss, and the target 171, and the required run rate is now climbed to 9 runs and over here. A steady start for Nepal here. They will have to capitalize on the fielding restrictions here as Wheel is brought into the attack. He bowled wonderfully last game. Once again, a quick single here. These batters have living dangerously, especially between the running between the wickets. There's no proper communication between them here as they are almost they had a run out in the first over there when Asif hit the ball to mid-on, and they scampered for a single there. A direct would have meant curtains there, but unfortunately for Scotland they missed the direct hit, and Asif is fortunate to be still out there in the middle. And once again this time it was a high risky run there, but somehow they managed to complete the run. This time angling into the pad, he tries to force the shot towards the leg side, but only managing to go towards the mid-wicket region there. That will be a dot ball there. Wheel has been impressive in the last game. He's bowled wonderfully. His release point is high. Coming in from that height, he bangs the ball into the wicket and extracts that extra bounce, and sometimes troubles the batters when he bowls that short pitch of a delivery angling into the body of the batter there. So here is Wheel running in to bowl to Kushal Bhuttal, who's on 13 of 14 here. This time he tries to go for the wild slog across the leg stump. Has he managed to get a edge there? The wicket keeper has taken the catch and he's celebrating. The wicket keeper is pumping his fist in the air. He's celebrating there, but no response there from the umpire. But the wicket keeper is extremely convinced that it came off the bat. He is took a good catch there. He knows that there's an edge there, and he's forcing the captain Barrington to go upstairs, and Barrington having a word with him, and they have sent it upstairs now. They have sent it upstairs because the wicket keeper is extremely confident. The ball was too short to go for the pull, and Bhuttal playing a wild shot towards the leg side. He wanted to hit it with venomous force there, but tried to hit it too hard, but has managed to only go towards the wicketkeeper. But did it go off the edge there? That's the main question there. Did it go off the edge there? So we need to see if there was a nick on the bat there, and it's been sent upstairs, and we'll have to wait for the ultra edge. We are all waiting for the big screen there. Did he manage to get a nick there? Well, what a story there. The sound actually came from hitting the bails there. The sound actually came from hitting the bails there. A lucky reprieve for Nepal. What a unfortunate event there. The ball hitting the bails and going to the keeper there. No bat involved. That has come off the bails there. What a turnaround. The Scotland fielders, the Scotland management is surprised. They go in for the review for an caught behind appeal, and the replays when we saw the ultra edge, the ball coming off the bails and not off the bat, and the bails has not been dislodged. Wonderful ball angling into the wicket, and he goes for the big swipe across the leg stump, and the keeper thought that it had come off the bat, but it only manages to kiss the bails, and the bails did not even move there, and it's gone into the keeper's hands. What a stroke of luck there for Bootle. The bowler can't believe it, the wicket keeper can't believe it, and the umpire has a laugh too there. What scenes are there? This is the kind of luck that Nepal needs. The ball hitting the stumps, hitting the bails. That too, 139.8 clicks on that one, and despite that kind of force coming in, the bails did not move there, and the keeper thought he's taken the catch off the edge because he heard a sound, and the sound was off the bails there. With that said, 3.5 overs, 24 no loss there. What scenes! If you fans are enjoying this, definitely once in a moment. This has happened multiple times in cricket, but definitely something that the Scotland fielders have something to laugh about there. 20 for no loss after 3.5, and this time he banks it in short. Poor length, staying down the leg, and he's whipped it off his leg there. Asif, a big six towards the deep fine leg region, there into the stands. Wonderful shot to end the over. 6 runs to end the over, and 26 for no loss after the end of the fourth wicket over here. What a shot to end the over. The ball was bowled angling into the pads, and he's managed to hit it with a good. Flick it towards the deep fine leg region. There's 6 runs there, so 8 runs coming off the over of Brad Wheels first, and 4 overs, 26 for no loss. The target, the required run rate is now 9.06, and Nepal requiring 145 runs of 96 balls here. To all the listeners who are viewing this channel on Sports Beyond Cancer, this is Saurav Vittalmurthy, and I kindly request you to hit the subscribe button and show in that support for towards the channel, as we are building a sporting community out here on Sports Beyond Cancer. Every single subscribe will give me the hope to fight against this cancer and come back stronger and continue my passion for sports journalism. This is time poor start by Watt once again. He's bowled it, a flighted delivery outside the leg stump, and easy pickings there for the batter. He sweeps it past the short fine leg fielder. The ball running away towards the fine leg region. 4 runs there coming in from around the angle. He's pitched it on the outside the leg stump, and Bootle happy to take that freebie, goes down on one leg and sweeps it away towards the deep fine leg region there. 4 runs there, easy there. This time he goes backs away towards the leg stump, and he's tried to create room for himself, and he's managed to hit it towards the deep mid wicket region there. I think that will be a 6 there. It's just managed to land on the rope, but we'll have to look at it. Go have a look at it upstairs there. Probably the umpire going up again, and it's been signaled as 6 there. What a shot there. He backs away towards the leg stump, and the ball was tossed in, angling in towards the batter there. He moves his front leg across and goes with a big sweep shot, the slog sweep, and the ball falling straight onto the rope. 6 runs there. This time a quicker ball angling into the stumps. He goes straight this time towards the long on region. I think that's one bounce into the boundary. 4 runs there. An expensive start here for Watt. He was expensive in the last game. He is again being thrown under the pump here. I beg your pardon, that's a 6 there. 4, 6 of the first 3 balls. And he's been taken to the cleaners there. The 74-meter 6 there. The ball this time was thrown in a little bit quick, but it was in the hitting zone of the batter, and he's managed to get some room, and he's managed to go with the shot there straight into the stands, into the boundary. 6 runs there for Kushal Bootle, and Nepal getting a move. They're realizing that there's just 2 more overs of power play. They need to get a move on here. They have seen enough of the ball there. They have seen enough of the surface here. They have set their eyes in, and Kushal Bootle rightfully taking those calculated risks to get their run rate up, especially with just 2 fielders out in the deep now. Here is Watt. Oh, the ball was a little bit short, and it's been guided towards the short third man, and that will just be a single there. Once again, a poor ball there. Half tracker wrangling into the batter. And this time it's the turn of Asif. He goes down on one knee and plays the slog sweep. And the ball traveling in the air just over the deep mid wicket fielder there and into the advertising board. 6 runs there. What an expensive over this. 23 runs coming off Mark Ward's over. He's been expensive in the last game, and he's not bowling in the right areas. He's not able to find the rhythm, and rightfully, Nepal realizing that this man is out of form and this man is definitely low on confidence. They target him. They counter-attacking him, and they taking him on the charge. 23 runs coming off the over, and rightfully targeting and waiting for the right bowler to target. They have targeted him perfectly. 23 runs coming off this over, as Nepal are now 49 for no loss after 5 wickets. And what a over this has been. This has definitely changed the momentum, given them that momentum going in the right direction, and they have found a rhythm going on into the favour. This time Curry into the attack, and the balls hit the pads of Kushal Bhutel, and it's gone towards the short third man region there. Asif is running in towards the batter's end, and Kushal Bhutel doesn't realize it. He's late to realize the call, and a direct hit at the bowler's end. A direct hit at the bowler's end would have been interesting, but unfortunately the fielder there doesn't manage to get a direct hit. And once again, poor running there. These batters, no communication at all. A direct hit, and he was gone all for money. Nowhere in the picture there. Kushal Bhutel. Poor running between the wicket, poor communication. This time angling into the pads. He stuck it away towards the deep mid-wicket region there, and I think they'll be coming back for an easy couple there. Scotland, they're reaching their 50 or 5.1 overs here. They have batted beautifully, especially they took the time, they waited for the right balls, and they patiently rotated the strikes and then targeted the over of Mark Watt and took him on the charge and put him on the back foot and got 23 off the last over. And now they are up and going here. 52 for no loss, the partnership after 5.2 overs here. Here is Curry running in. This time the ball tucked away towards the mid-wicket region. That will just be a dot ball. This time he tries to flick it in the air. The ball's just wide of the long on fielder there, and the batters coming in back for the 2 runs there. A good change of pace on this delivery. 114.5 clicks on that one. The batters managed to chip it in the air towards the deep mid-wicket region, wide of the long on fielder there, and they're coming back for the 2 runs there. .54 for no loss. The Nepal fans are en route towards a victory here. They will be eager to give back to the fans who have supported them unconditionally. They have been supporting them unconditionally, and this is the time the Nepal fans want the fans to give something to celebrate about. Take this victory home from this World Cup here in India, co-hosted by India and Sri Lanka. Beg your pardon there. This time, wonderfully bowled. The ball stopping on the batter. He just taps it towards the bowler there, and that will just be a dot ball. 54 for no loss after 5.4 overs. Brad Curry, he's wonderful. He uses a lot of variations, and he's a wonderful campaigner coming in from that angle with the left arm. He has the ability to move the ball in both the directions, and that's what causing the trouble to the batters on multiple occasions. And with the keeper up on the stumps, it makes it more difficult for the batters there, because they are cramped for space and they cannot storm out and negotiate the swing there. Here is Curry. This time poor bowling, straying down the leg. Good keeping there by Cross there. And that's been given as a wide there. The bowler's not happy. The captain's not happy, because I think they're not happy with the wide decision. Probably did it come off the body of the batter there, or probably did he shuffle a little bit too across there. Oh, that was a catch. It came off the batter's gloves there. It came off the batter's gloves there. That's why they're not happy. That catch would have been interesting had the wicket keeper Cross had managed to hold on to that one. And that's the reason they're not happy because it was called a wide. And that's the reason they are unhappy because that definitely came off the glove there. This time Curie running in, wonderfully bowled in, angling into the batter, and he's flicked it away towards the wide off long on. And the batters will be happy with just one run there. 6 overs done, 56 for no loss, 171 the target, and. Let's have a look at the required run rate. The required run rate now less than 8.5, 8.21, and Nepal will be definitely happy with that. They will take the 656 for no loss out of six on any given day when chasing 170 here. They have made the start. They will be eager to carry this momentum into the middle phase of this game, and they will be eager to give that final next incoming batters that final platform. So they're setting the platform for those batters to come in and get those 30, 40 runs of the last 5 or 4 overs there. Definitely en route towards going towards that 170. They are living the dream and they have got a wonderful start here in the power play. They have kept the wickets in hand. That's been extremely crucial here in all the other games. This is what how you grow in cricket. Every single game you make some improvements, and except we have and what we observed today is these guys did not throw away the wickets. In the earlier games, they would come in, they would throw in bang, 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 looking at the big score. They would be like panicking out there. They would want to get hitting those big boundaries right from the word go, and then they would play those false shots and for forced errors, and then they would lose wickets, and they wouldn't have any wickets down there in the last 4 or 5 overs for no one to give that final onslaught. And today they have batted sensibly. Stuart Law, you have done a wonderful job making those observations, and he's rightfully asked the openers to stay in the wicket and not throw away the wicket, because the middle phase and the last phase is extremely as crucial as the first few overs, and they have not thrown away the wickets, played their shots on loose deliveries, picked the gaps and ran those singles and twos extremely hard, and they have waited for the ball and timed the ball in the gaps and picked the gaps and played those drives, played risk-free shots, and that's how you play in T20 cricket, and that's the way Nepal have been learning along the go. And this game evidently seen by these two batters, especially Kushal Botal. He is batting on strike rate of 134.7, 31 runs, but he's managed to score 3 6s and 1 4. He's waiting for those loose balls to target. He's waiting for the bowlers to make mistakes and waits for, and then capitalizes on them. He's not throwing away his wicket like they used to do in the early games. Definitely, they have evolved as batters. They have evolved as players here. Wonderful stuff there from the Nepal management. Stuart Law, you've done a wonderful job with this bunch of boys, and the fans need to be proud of them, and definitely the team will be eager to get the win today. For all the fans who have shown unconditional love throughout, right from the start of the tournament, and right probably from a couple of years, how they have backed this team, how they have been behind this team, despite the losses, despite the win, and no wonder they will be happy to take the win home to celebrate it in back home. There will be celebrations there in Kathmandu, a victory in the ICC T20 match, and they will be extremely proud of the boys, the way they played against England, and also where they showed character despite how things, even if the things didn't go their way. So they will be keenly looking at how to play in this middle phase of the game here. 6 overs done, 115 required of 84 balls, as Oliver Davidson, the left arm spinner, has been thrown in the ball. He's been a wonderful bowler. This time the ball's in the air. The ball was pitched outside the off stump and turning away from the batter there. A lot of width on that. He's cut it towards the backward point region, and the batter's coming in back for the second run there. A good shot there by Asif, but it would have been more ideal had he managed to keep the ball on the ground, but he managed to cut it in the air, and probably the point fielder could have been interested if it had gone a little bit towards him. The 21-year-old bowler here is running in to bowl to Asif. This time once again shot outside the off stump. He's cut it this time a little bit closer toward the backward point fielder there, deep backward point fielder there, and that'll just be one run here. To all the listeners, hope you're doing good and hope you're with the subscribe button, because every single subscription will mean the world to us in this healing process. So please ensure you hit the subscribe button there. I see about 20 people on the stream here. Please, every single subscription will mean the world to us. So please don't forget to hit the subscription right now. Take this minute and hit the subscribe button there. This time wonderfully flighted outside the off stump, and he goes in with the drive, and the ball is going towards the sweeper cover region boundary there, but the fielder there will cut it off and will keep the batters there for just 2 runs there. Kindly requesting you to also drop in the chat in the comment box. Let us know from which part of the city, which part of the world you are watching this game, and whom are you supporting for. We'll be eager to have a conversation there. This time, Davidson banks in it a little bit short, and he rocks back and taps it away towards the long on region. That will just be one run there for the batter there. These guys are batted sensibly out there. No one is throwing the wickets there, and hopefully they continue to play the same way and take those calculated shots and calculated risk whenever the required run rate is seem to be climbing above the rate here. Here is Davidson. Beautifully bowled the ball in the air, just short of the fielder there in the point region there. Wonderfully bowled, tossed up, and the ball turning away from the batter. I think it came off the outside edge, and the ball just falling short of the fielder there in the point region. Kindly requesting you to hit that subscribe button, because I see about 18 people on the stream, and I think I just got 2 subscriptions through this stream here. So please requesting you to hit the subscribe button at this moment, as that will help us go and pursue this dream and put up a fight against this cancer and fight back against life here. So please ensure you drop that subscribe button and motivate me to go to the next phase of this journey here. So this time is driven it towards the sweeper cover region, and that will be 1 run to end the over. A great start for the youngster there, and with that said, that will be the end of the over, and just 7 runs coming off the over, and Oliver Davidson has finished his first over, and Nepal 63 for no loss after 7 overs. 108 runs in 78 balls, 8.31 the required run rate. This should be a good chase for Nepal, especially given they have all the 10 wickets in the bag, and they have 2 set batters who have spent sufficient time out there in the middle. They have set their eyes in, they have understood the surface, they've understood the pace of the wicket, and definitely they have been looking at the dimensions and the way the Scotland bowlers are extracting the bounce and the spin on this wicket, and definitely one of them will have to play the longer innings here, one of them will have to take the game deep here, and one of them will have to take those calculated risks here. So let's see how the proceedings go, as Bradwell has been thrown in the ball for his second over. Here is Bradwell running into bowl to Asif, this time angling the ball in the towards the leg stump, and the ball keeper having a shy at the bowler's hand, as Bootle ran in for the run, and Asif was looking at the ball there, and somehow he managed to run towards the bowler's end, but no trouble done there. The ball was angling into the pads, hitting the pads of the batter there, and it went rolling towards the left of the wicketkeeper, and Bootle finding an opportunity to cross over for a single, definitely runs in there, and that will be 1 run there for Nepal, a leg by to start off the proceedings for Wheel in the second over here. Here is Wheel running into ball to Bootle, wonderfully bowled, in swinger wrangling into the batter, good length delivery, and well fielded there in the point region there. That will just be a dot ball. Good cricket all round, wonderfully bowled, and the batter realizing that it's in a good length, trying to tap it in the gap, and good fielding there in the point region, diving towards his left. Good cricket all round. That's what, as a fan, you would like to see, and that was a prime example there. All the 3 units putting in a good effort there. 64 for no loss after 7.2 overs, 107 required of 76. Here is Will running in, this time a little bit short, poor ball there, this time angling it into the batter's body there, but lot of time there for Bootle as he goes in for the wild pull shot. He goes in for the pull shot, the ball's going deep into the stand in the deep square leg region, and that will be the 6th, the 426 6 of the tournament. And the Nepal fans once again absolutely delight to watch these guys celebrate. These guys are so jovial, these guys are having their fun out there. These guys are living their life out there, despite the situation, despite the circumstances, despite them not qualifying for the next stage. They are happy, they are living in the moment, and that's how you need to lead life, as live in the moment and enjoy the moment, because this is the kind of cheering, this is the kind of support that every cricketing team, every person would require in this life, and their fans showing it rightfully to them. Every single boundary being cheered out there. A wonderful shot there, pull shot, and he's managed to hit it in the deep square leg region for a maximum there. And this time he's managed to guide it towards the left of the point run there, and Bootle was interested in for the single there, but a diving effort towards the left by the point fielder once again, and he's managed to deny the batters the easy single that was there on offer, as Bootle was rightfully sent back by Asif Sheikh there. ...101 runs required from 74. Here is Wheel running in, good ball there, good ball. I think that's a slower one, angling into the batter, and he's just tapped it towards the mid wicket region. That'll be a dot ball. Just 122.2 clicks on that one. A change of pace there for Wheel there. 70 for no loss after 7.4. Here is Brad Whale running in. This time a little bit on the shorter side, and he whips it away towards the deep fine leg boundary there. And Michael Lisk running in from the deep square leg towards the right, towards his right, and he will cut the ball as the batters will complete the 2 runs there, and 9 runs coming off the over, and 72 of no for no loss after 8 overs, 99 required in 72 balls. The Nepal will be happy at this stage. They will be happy to continue in this rate, and they'll be hoping one of the batters plays the long innings and takes the game deep, and plays the anchor innings, while the others around him can play those big shots and take those calculated risks, and they would be able to gift the fans for believing in them and for supporting them all throughout this tournament here. 99 required of 72. That's the scenario out here. The required run rate now 8.25 here. They have been batting at a wonderful pace here. A calculated innings here. This time, beautiful ball. A Yorker angled into the batter there. Nasif happy to squeeze the ball and keep the ball away from the stumps there. A good bowling there from Davidson. He's bowled wonderfully. The youngster, he has a long way to go. He has a long learning curve to come in his life, and he's been exceptional. He has all the skill sets. He's executing it perfectly, and he will grow with time here. This time, beautifully bowled outside the off stump, and it's turning away from the batter there. And Asif happy to drive it along the ground towards Michael Lisk stationed at the sweeper cover there. That will be just 1 run here for Asif, and the partnership now 73 for no loss after with 50 balls here. Beautiful ball there from Oliver Davidson. The ball going in with the arm and just going past the outside edge. Wonderfully bowled. 98.5 clicks off that one. He's tossed the ball beautifully in the air, and the ball skidding off the surface, gripping through the surface. And Oliver Davidson can't believe that went past the outside edge. That was so close towards the off stump there. Wonderful once again. Is bowled a little bit quicker here, and he goes in for the cut. A little bit short on the length, but Bhutal unable to get the cut shot, and that'll be a dot ball. Good over here for Scotland. Oliver Davidson piling up the pressure. He's bringing the dot balls. Can Bhutal play in the big shot here to release the pressure here? Could take the counter attack back onto Davidson. This time he's wonderfully cut the ball, and he's tried to find the gap between the point fielder and the third man, but wonderful fielding there in the point region, diving to his left, and he's managed to stop the ball, and that'll be a good save there. Probably saved at least 2 runs there. That'll be a dot ball here once again. Last ball of the over. Davidson, he's this time outside the off stump, flighted through, and he's happy to drive it towards the sweeper cover there, and that'll be just 9. That'll be 74 for no loss after 9 overs. Just 2 runs coming off this over. A wonderful over there from the youngster. He's bowled wonderfully, varied the pace, and he's bringing in the angle with the left arm, coming into the bowler, and he's taking the ball away from the bowler. He's bowled the quicker one, not letting the batter to read the kind of ball he's going to bowl, the kind of length he's going to bowl. Constantly bringing in those variations with the line and length. And Oliver Davidson, the youngster, he's bowled wonderfully. Just 2 runs in that crucial juncture of the over, and 74 for no loss after 9 overs here. Nepal requiring 97 runs of 66 balls, and that will be the required run rate 8.82. To all the listeners, hope you're enjoying the game, hope you're enjoying the contest. I'm definitely waiting in for your subscription, and also waiting in for your comment section to have a chat in the comment box here. Please let us know from where you're watching this game, and also let us know whom you're rooting today. It definitely feels bad that not much people have been involved in the conversation, because we would like to speak to more people, connect to more people, and then realize that this time in the air. The ball probably coming out from the bottom edge. The ball was angled into the pads, and Bhutal trying to scoop it towards the deep fine leg region. I think it came off the bottom edge, and the ball was flying in the air towards the mid-wicket to fielder there. The ball was travelling away from him, but the fielder putting in a full stress dive, running backwards, and he's managed to hold on to that one. Michael Liss coming in from around the wicket, bowling it outside the off stump, and he goes for the sweep shot, slog sweep once again, but early into the shot, probably catching the top edge, and the ball was in the air, going away from the fielder there in the mid-wicket region there, and off the bottom edge. I think the batter is looking at his bottom of the bat there, off the bottom edge, and it was in the air. And who's the fielder there? Tom Bruce there, watching the ball till the end as the ball was travelling away from him, and puts in the full stretch dive and holds on to the catch, bringing in the much required breakthrough for Scotland here. Kushal Bhuttal, who's batted beautifully, who's batted sensibly, more importantly, he's batted sensibly, paced his innings sensibly as per the situation and as per the circumstances. He's not thrown his wicket this time, has scored 45 of 35 balls, 1-4 and 6-4, 1-4 and 1-4 and 4 sixes to his name, and he will have to depart 74 for 1 after 9.1 overs. And Michael Liss brought into this attack, and he bags the wicket off his first ball here. This man just has a knack of taking wickets here, and straight away he's picked up the wicket and got the breakthrough which Scotland were requiring, deeply craving for. And now Rohit Paudal is out there in the middle, the captain. This time that could have been closer, and probably that's a wide there, straying down the leg, and the ball's been missed by the keeper. And good fielding there by the fielder there in the short fine leg region there. He stops the ball, and that'll be 1 run there. Did it come off the bat there? We'll have to have a look at it. I think it came off the bat. I'm not sure. Yes, I think it's been given runs there. It came off the bat into the gloves of the keeper. So that could be a drop chance there. Tough asking. Definitely a tough chance there for the keeper. But Rohit Paudal managing to get off strike here. Asif, 28 of 21, and Michael Liss now 0.3, 1 for 1. Can he pick another wicket? Can he give Scotland a double breakthrough in this over? This time he goes for the sweep, only getting an edge that the ball rolls away towards the short fine leg fielder there. They cross over for a single here. Bad luck unfortunate for Bhuttal, coming off the bottom edge, and the ball going in the air. And Michael Liss is happy. His first wicket. He brings the breakthrough for Scotland here this evening. Scotland drawing first blood here after a wonderful opening partnership by the Nepal openers here. Will 1 wicket bring in through, and Scotland will definitely be keen to pile up the pressure on Rohit Paudal, who's just walked out there in the middle, and they will be keen to get some dot balls. They will be keen to put some pressure on the opposition captain and get that run rate back, required run rate back up once again as Paudal get ready. Takes his stance to face the next delivery. Here is Lisk coming in from around the wicket this time. Wonderfully bowled outside the off stump and driven towards the cover fielder there. A slight fumble there, and that will give the opportunity for the batters there to cross over for a single there. Barrington there, the Richie Barrington, the captain, just a slight fumble, and that was enough of a time for the batters to cross over for a single there. Michael Liss has picked up 57 wickets in his T20I career of 78 matches, an economy rate of somewhere close to 7.6, I guess. And this time flighted into the pads, and he's just tucked it away towards the deep mid-wicket region. That'll be an over, a wonderful over for Scotland. A wicket coming off it, and he's brought a breakthrough. Just 4 runs and a wicket there. And the Scotland camp will be hoping that 1 wicket brings in 2, and they will try to get the momentum back going in their favour, and they will be trying to put some pressure back on the opposition camp. As after the end of the midway stage in this chase, Nepal 78 for 1, 93 required of 60 balls. The run rate slowly climbing to above 9 now, 9.3 the required run rate. And because Nepal have a lot of wickets on hand, they will still believe that they have a decent run rate. And the next 5 overs could be extremely crucial as they set a platform for the final 5 overs, probably requiring 40 runs of the final 5 or 45 of the final 5. That will probably be the way to go, and that will probably be the way to go ahead in this game. Watt, who has been expensive, 2 overs, none for 29. He was expensive in the last game. He's been thrown the ball once again. The captain trusting in him despite his poor bowling. The captain showing a lot of faith in him because he's such a character. Watt, he's been a match winner a lot of occasions, but unfortunately he's not been on the right form recently. But the captain still trusts him and just waiting for that moment of magic and brilliance, or that moment, one moment that can bring back the confidence into Rat there, so he's thrown the ball once again for his experienced campaigner here, and he wants him to bring a breakthrough for his team here. And Marquardt this time a slower ball outside the off stump, and he's only driven it to the cover field there. Rohit Paul, there was width on offer, but he's only managed to drive it straight to the cover fielder there. This time he shuffles across to the off stump, and the ball was angling into the bats, and he's just tucked away towards the deep mid wicket region there. Very, very late into the shot, and he was almost, had he missed the ball, that would have been plumb because he was standing right in front of the stumps as he shuffled across the off stump there. And that will be a single for the captain Rohit Paudal. And here is Bat running in this time, wonderfully bowled, angling it into the batter. He taps it away towards the offside between the cover and the point fielder there. An easy run there, wonderfully placed in the gap. And that will be 81 for 1, 90 required of 56 balls there. Here is Bat, beautifully bowled, flighted through the air, and the ball was going down the leg, and he stuck it away towards the gently towards the mid-wicket region, and the fielder had to come in all the way from the outfield towards the infield, and the batter cleverly tapping the ball gently, realizing that the 2 runs were on offer, and he did not want to hit it too hard so that they don't have an opportunity for the second run there. His clever campaigner tapped it gently so they have sufficient time to come back for the 2 runs there. Clever cricket there from the captain. Once again, he tucks it away gently towards the mid-wicket region there. They want to come back for the 2 runs, but this time the bowler is smart enough. He runs and collects the ball, and he carries the ball. He traces the ball back and throws it back quickly towards the bowler's end. Good stuff there from the bowler there, realizing that he should have done it on the previous occasion too, but this time he is wary enough to go there and restrict the batters to 1 run there. And with that single, Nepal are 84 for 1 after 11 overs, and just 6 runs coming off the third of this over. Marquardt, extremely good comeback there after being taken away for 29 of his first 2. He's come back and produced a magical, wonderful over here for the team. He's just given a run a ball over here for the team, and Nepal now require 87 runs of 54 balls here. The run rate now going about 9.5. The required run rate is 9.67, and Nepal 84 for 1 after 11. Who do you think is gonna go win today? This game is getting exciting. This game is shaping in towards a very exciting phase here. This next 2 overs could be extremely crucial. This time he tries to score. He's coming in from around the wicket. He's been wrapped on the pads as he shuffles across the off stump and tries to guide the ball down towards the deep fine leg region. They're completely missing the ball there. The bowler is appealing, so is the keeper. The captain is having a word with the keeper. Will they be going upstairs? And Richie Barrington decides to not go upstairs there. Wonderfully bowled there from around the wicket, tossed up in the air, and probably that I think the ball was pitching outside. Like that could be the reason they did not want to go upstairs, because he's bowling in from around the wicket here, and probably that's the only reason that could have saved the batter there. Michael Leask was all interested, a loud appeal there, but the umpire says not out. He's clear on in his mind that is definitely, I think, pitching outside the leg there. With that said, that will be a dot ball. And Michael Leask, he's bowled wonderfully in his first. He's brought the life back into the Scotland camp by giving that crucial breakthrough by picking up Bootle off his first ball of his spell. Can he produce 1 more wicket in this over? Can he dig deep into the Nepal middle order? Can he give the Scotland bowlers a chance to rip through the middle order here? Here is Leask running in this time. Poor ball outside the leg stump. He just tucks it away towards the short fine leg region fielder there, and that will be 1 run there for the batters. They're good fielding there as the ball fielder quickly releasing the ball towards the bowler there. Well, the previous LBW definitely pitching in line, but it would have been going along with the angle outside the off stumps there. The good decision there by the name of Scotland keeper and the bowler to not go in there for the review. This time he backs away towards the leg stump, a little bit on the shorter side. He square cuts it towards the deep backward point region, and they'll pick up a single there. And 85 runs required of 51. The run rate slowly climbing up. The last few couple of overs, especially after the fall of wicket, have been a little bit quiet for Nepal. And this time Rohit Paudal backing away from the delivery here. That'll be a dead ball. He will have to re-bowl that once again. Probably he was not ready. Michael Lesk is quick to complete his overs. He's always quick. He probably finishes his over in like 1 minute or 20 seconds or 1 minute or 1 minute or 2 minutes. I mean, 1 minute or 40 seconds or somewhere there. He's always running in to bowl as quickly as possible. This time, angling in from around the leg stump, and he's swept it towards the deep fine leg fielder there. That'll be single there for Portal, and the Nepal 87 for 1. Can Stuart Law and Nepal get their first victory tonight? Stuart Law will be extremely happy with the amount of work he's done with this team and the amount of exposure these boys, youngsters, have got in from this ICC tournament here. This time he goes in for the big shot. Poor shot there. Once again, the ball is in the air. Poor shot playing across the line. And Michael Leask has managed to pick up his second wicket off the top edge. The ball flying in the air. And the fielder there in the short third man region picking up the wicket here. Once again, Michael Leask wonderfully being the turnaround bowler for Scotland. He's managed to give them the second breakthrough. Asif, that's a poor shot there, coming in from around the stumps. He's given in a lot of flight, tossed it up in the air. The ball being taken away from the batter with the angle. He goes in for the sweep shot, and off the top edge, the ball is lurking in the air, and the fielder there in the short third man region taking that catch. I think it's Wheel there who took the catch, and Asif Sheikh will have to depart for 33 of 27. And Michael Leask is pumped out there. He's shouting his lungs out. He enjoyed that wicket there. Michael Leask, he's been a match winner. He's been a match winner with both bat and ball. And today he did not do much. He could not do much with the bat, but he's definitely turning around the things for Scotland here with his bowling here. A wicket of the first over to give them the crucial breakthrough and break that opening partnership. And now he's managed to remove both the openers here. 2 wickets for Michael Leask off his spell so far. 1.5 overs, 7 runs and 2 wickets. And Nepal now 87 for 2. 2 wickets all of a sudden here, and Nepal now definitely need to build a partnership, someone to stand out there and play that long innings, and that's the right man out there in the middle. This is the kind of batter that Nepal would want to be out there in the middle to join in Rohit Portal, Deepinder Singh Airy, the 26-year-old batter. He's the character who's always been wonderful, especially under these circumstances. This time a quicker one, angling into the pads. He's driven it straight towards the bowler there. That'll be a dot ball. Wonderful over there from Michael Leask. He's turning the match around for Scotland here. 3 runs and a wicket here. He's bowled 2 overs. 2 wickets for 7 runs. And he's brought the Scotland people, fans and Scotland contingent back into the game. He's given them hope, and the Nepal will be kicking themselves. 2 wickets that are falling extremely within no time here. And both the settled batters, the openers who played wonderfully for that 50 plus opening stand. I'm not sure exactly how much was the opening stand. Let me have a look at the opening stand. I think the opening stand was probably 74 runs of 9 overs, and since then since Michael Leask has come into the attack, he's managed to cripple the run rate. He's managed to cramp the batters for room there, and he's bowling in, coming from around the wicket, angling, taking the ball away from the batters, and suddenly the run rate is climbing up, and it's now climbed about 10.5 there. 10.5 from the point which looked like 8.13. The run rate has climbed to 10.5 now. Great stuff from Scotland. The last 3 overs have been exceptional, with the likes of him and Davidson bowling wonderfully there. So here is Davidson back into the attack, and thank you Carl Jacob 8358 for your message. Match shaping up for an exciting finish. Definitely Carl Jacob, the game is definitely shaping and poising towards a great end. The cricketing fans love this. This is how the game needs to be. Fight between both the sides till the last minute, till the last game. No one giving up, and fighting for every single run there, every single boundary there, every single wicket there. That's what makes this game beautiful. People giving in their blood and sweat, and the game being fought right kind of a balance between the bat and ball, and that's what this game is all about. And Nepal and Scotland once again proving why they need to be in such tournaments here, because they are the true patrons of this game, because that's how cricket goes, and that's how cricket has become a global sport here. This time beautifully bowled Yorker outside the off stump. He opens the face of the bat and guides it between the short third man fielder and the point fielder. The ball racing away towards the boundary. Beautiful shot. Rohit Portal getting getting forward, and as soon as he realizes that the ball was bowled in a Yorker kind of length, opens the face of the bat and guides it between the backward point and the short third man fielder. The beautiful shot there, and Oliver Davidson, all he can do is smile and appreciate the shot there. That was a touch of a class there in that shot there from the Nepal skipper. This time, Davidson wonderfully bowled angle into the pads. He struck it away towards the deep mid wicket region. Can they come back for the second run? No, says Rohit Paul, not Rohit Paul, no, says Dipender Singh. That'll be just one run there. Good fielding there by Curie. Stuart Law, the Nepal captain, he's done a wonderful work with this bunch of boys. He's managed to give them the right guidance there. I'm sure they'll definitely go a long way. A lot of learning curve through this series. This time, too short to cut. He's managed to guide it towards the short third man. His intention was to guide past him, get it more finer, but unfortunately he's managed to cut it towards the fielder there. But they scamper for a quick single there. That'll be one run there. So Stuart Law has done a wonderful work. Definitely a long way to go for Nepal, but they will be proud of the boys, the kind of cricket they have played, the kind of character they have showed despite the lows and highs. They will be eagerly hoping to improve from here and take it on from here. And this time the scamper for a quick run there, quick double there. That direct hit could have been interesting. A better throw could have been interesting, but nevertheless they come back for 2 runs there. Good batting. They tapped it away towards the mid wicket region, and they quickly scampering back for 2 runs there. And 10 runs coming in this over of Oliver Davidson. 3 for 19 for Oliver, and 3 overs, none for 19 for Oliver. And Nepal 97 for 2 after 13 overs, and they require 72 runs of 42 balls. The required run rate climbing to 10.57. This is going towards an exciting phase, just like Cal Jacob has been putting out in the chat box there. The match shaping for an exciting finish. Definitely the next 3-4 overs are going to be crucial, and then the last 3 overs that will define the moment of this game for both the teams. Can Nepal get their first win to give back something to the Kathmandu fans, to the Nepal fans who have been cheering in for every single boundary, every single run right since Nepal landed in India, right since the first game? They have been backing this team every single moment, despite the lows, despite the highs, despite the 10-wicket loss to Italy. They have never left backing the team. They have always held the back of the team, and the Nepal team will be eager to give them this win, to give their fans an opportunity to celebrate, give their fans to take something back to home, and to all the fans from Nepal supporting them, to give them an opportunity to celebrate this win. This time, once again, Michael Lisk, this time he's hit it in the air. Once again, Rohit Paul, the ball is swirling in the air, and it's in the air for quite some time, and Michael Jones, he is interested. He's stationing himself in the deep square leg region there. The ball is swirling, and he's managed to hold his composure, and he latches on to the catch. That's a wonderful catch there under pressure. Goes in for the sweep shot, and Michael Lee is picking up his 3rd wicket of the night. This guy knows the knack of picking wickets. He's done it time and time again, and Michael Lee is coming in from around the wicket, flighting the ball in the air, tossing it in the air and taking it away from the batter, and Rohit Paul playing an unconventional slog shape, and I think Michael Jones for a moment lost it in the lights there. He lost it in the lights for a moment there. I beg your pardon, Michael Jones lost it in the lights there, and he somehow managed to hold on to that catch. And the 3rd wicket for Lees here. He's picking up wicket in every single over, and he is crippling the Nepal batters here. 98 for 3 here, Nepal. The captain has to depart. Poor shot there. Poor judgment there from the Nepal skipper. An unwanted shot there at this juncture of the game, and he has been dismissed. Caught for 16 runs of 14 balls. And Michael Lisk, he's having a wonderful tournament here. He's once again amongst the wickets. He's managed to pick up 3 wickets. The other day he picked up 4 wickets, and again today he's picked up a 3 for into his 3rd over. Just given away 8 runs, and at what one stage looked like 74 for no loss. He's picked up 3 wickets. All the 3 wickets picked up by Michael Lisk. He's picking up a wicket in every over. He's picking up a wicket in every opportunity he gets to bowl, and the Nepal batters extremely struggling to find some momentum going against this kind of a spinner who's coming in from around the wicket, throwing in that ball, angling in away from the battle, extracting that, generating that extra bounce, and these batters have no clue, and they are throwing away the wickets here as Michael Lees picks up his 3rd, and Nepal 98 for 3 after 13.2 overs. To all the listeners out there, I hope you're enjoying the stream, and I hope you're enjoying this contest here. This, despite being a dead rubber in terms of the context of going into the Super 8s, but definitely it's a part of the ICC tournament, and these 2 teams definitely have shown the character. They have been wonderful and shown it on the global stage that these teams can, on the given day, strangle any opposition, just like the Nepal the other day, almost managing to strangle the mighty English out of the fight there. So, and these guys have shown true character, because these guys don't have the resources like the bigger teams. These guys don't have the funds like the bigger teams. These guys don't have the backing of the bigger teams. These guys don't have the opportunities that the bigger teams gets. Rightfully pointed there by Rohit Portal the other day. He was happy to invite the other teams to play for bilateral series so their players get much exposure, so they get more game time experience. But unfortunately, these teams don't get such kind of exposure because of the funds, and also because of various other regions and the cricketing boards and the other stuffs going on behind the scenes. So we should be so proud of them, because despite all those things, they have come out to in this ICC tournaments and play their heart out, play their character out, and give it all towards the team and do it all towards the nation. And that's the reason we need to celebrate such kind of sports, such kind of teams who give their character, to give their all and sacrifice everything for the sport, for the development of sport. And that's why these associate nations are definitely integral for the development of the sport and in the overall here. So that's what makes these kind of teams wonderful to watch out for, because despite the lack in resources, despite the lack in the opportunities, despite the lack in the funds there, they come out here, play their hearts out, and give it all for the fans and the team there. So 98 for 3, and here is Michael Leask running in to bowl to Gulshan, beautifully bowled, and the captain rightfully bringing on the slip fielder there to the left-hander, as the ball will be taken away from the left-hander, the batter will be taken away from the left-hander, and he wants to attack the new batter in the crease and pile up the pressure there. Michael Leask has been bowling wonderfully, and the captain, sensing that, has brought in a spin to pile up more pressure on the batter there. 99 for 3 after 13.4 overs. Here is Michael Leask coming in from around the wicket. Beautiful ball this time, a flight delivery, and he goes in for the big fancy drive, and that'll be a dot ball. Deepinder Singh lapse in concentration for him. He's missed that. He's not anywhere close to the ball there. That'll be a dot ball there. 2.4 overs, 3 for 9. He's bowled exceptionally. He's on the second. He's on to the second, on to the top 2 in this leaderboard of the wickets taken. He's only below Van Schlagwick from USA. Van Schlagwick has picked up 13 wickets in the tour, and Michael Leask is in the second position. I think he's picked up 9 wickets in the tour there. So Michael Leask straight away on the second in the wickets column in this tournament here. He's enjoying a dream tournament here. This could be the last game, but he's enjoyed. He's bowled wonderfully. He's bowled his heart out, and lucky there for Scotland. They grabbed their opportunity by both the hands. I mean, as soon as Bangladesh backed out of this tournament, Scotland wanted to come to this tournament and express their character, and these guys have shown true character, playing a wonderful brand of cricket, showing it to the world that what these Scottish players can do, and the kind of potential and talent these guys have, and the folks have rightfully seen. As Michael Leask is almost second on the list of the wickets column there in this series here. This time wonderfully bowled outside the off stump, a quicker one there, 106.5 clicks on that one, and that'll be a dot ball as the batter tries to cut the ball and misses the ball there, and the ball lodging into the hands of the keeper there. That'll be a dot ball to end the over, and 3 runs coming off this over, and he's managed to pick up a wicket once again. Michael Leask, 3 overs, 10 for 3. He's managed to cripple Nepal from all corners here. 71 required of 36. The run rate now nearing into 12 runs and over, courtesy Michael Leask has completely bowled a dream spell here, and the Nepal have no clue against Michael Leask here. And with that said, the runs required for Nepal are 71 required of 36 balls. Can Deepinder Singh play out of his skin just like he played the other day? And can he get a couple of hits every single over to take them close to the target here? This time Oliver Davidson, a fuller length delivery, pitching on leg and turning into the batter, away from the batter, and he's managed to squeeze it and drive it towards the long off fielder for a single there. And thank you, Carl Jacob, once again. Advantage Scotland, definitely. That's an advantage for Scotland here. At one stage, they were at 8.13, the required run rate, and suddenly, with those last 5 overs, especially with the start of the wicket from the Michael Leask over, and how Oliver Davidson has bowled in tandem with Michael Leask, both of them spinners bowling in tandem, they have managed to cripple that run rate, and they have managed to up the required run rate by a good margin. And those 3 wickets definitely playing a role. But you also have to give a word of credit for how Oliver Davidson has complimented from the other end, not giving away easy runs there. So 70 runs required of 35, and here is Oliver Davidson. This time the ball a little bit quicker, angling into the batter, and he's only managed to tuck it away towards the mid-wicket region, and that will be a single there. Definitely advantage Scotland, rightfully spotted there, Carl Jacob. But a word of appreciation for Oliver Davidson. Though Michael Leask could have picked up the wickets, Oliver Davidson, bowling in tandem with him, has managed to keep the pressure in check from the other end to That is what happens in other contests where one bowler keeps in the pressure and the pressure is being released from the other end. As he's gone for a lot of runs, he gives away a lot of freebies. But this time, the youngster Oliver Davidson, he's happy. He's bowling tight lines. He knows Michael Leask is bowling a wonderful spell. He is giving in company, bowling in tandem, and not letting freebies. He's just giving them the singles. He's bowling in tight lines and bowling in the right lengths to restrict the batters to as much as less as possible. There, 14.3, 103 for 3. The target's on 171 here. Oliver Davidson this time bowling into Gulshan. That's a fuller length delivery, and he's managed to slice it towards the backward point region there. And Michael Jones fielding the ball there in from the deep and quickly releasing the ball back to the wicketkeeper. Just one run for the batters there. 67 required of 32. This is definitely shaping in the towards an exciting, and just like Carl Jacob has mentioned there in the comment section, match shaping for an exciting finish. Definitely, Carl. Definitely, this is looking like a promising game for all the fans out there. This time, flighted outside the off stump. He opens his face of the bat and drives it towards the backward point region. That'll be one run there. 66 of 31, 105 runs of 31, 105 for 3 after 14.5 overs. The target 171 there. This time straying down the leg. I think he goes for the sweep shot, misses the ball, but the ball turning away from the batter, and that'll be a wide ball. The umpire will flex his arms there. 65 of 31, and Gulshan and Airy Deepender, they will have to get the run rate score up. They will have to reduce the required run rate. This time a flighted delivery, and Gulshan frees his arms. He's gone straight into towards the side screen, and that's a 6. The ball landing on the side screen there, bringing the Nepal fans something to cheer about. They were quiet from the past 3-4 overs there. They were on the toes, and since the introduction of Michael Leask and he picking up 3 wickets, they were all quiet, and this brings them back on the toes. A beautiful shot, a much required 6 here, a wonderful shot, and that will release the pressure for Gulshan Jha and will be a reprieve for Nepal, as that will be 12 runs off the over. That's 6 extremely crucial at this juncture of the game, and Oliver Davidson will finish his spell. 4 overs, none for 31, and Nepal 112 for 3 after 15 overs, and the required run rate now inching towards 12 now. 11.8 the required run rate, the 59 runs required of 30 balls, and this is shaping into an exciting phase despite the being a dead rubber. This is one of a contest here. Michael Leask running in around the wicket this time. A lot of it there. He goes in for the big shot. Deepender Singh, he's been the stalwart for Nepal, and he needs to stay out there in the middle. He smashed it deep into the deep mid-wicket region there, straight into the advertising boards. That is a big 6 there. What a wonderful shot from Deepender Singh Ivory. He is batting wonderfully in this tournament, and he needs to carry on. That was a flighted ball, a lot of width outside the off stump, and he goes across the line and smashes it towards the deep mid-wicket region. 6 runs there for Deepender Singh, and he'll be keen to get the run rate moving. He'll be keen to reduce that run rate there and take Nepal closer, especially with the last 5 overs to go. This time banged in shot, poor length, straying down the leg. He is swiveled across and he smashed it. Michael Leask will be livid with himself. That was a half tracker and straying down the leg. A lot of time and a lot of width there. Airy having the time to swivel across, and he smashed it towards the deep fine leg region. The ball sailing in for yet another 6. 2 sixes coming off the first 2 balls of the 16th over. A much required 6s for Nepal, and the crowd are back on the feet. The Nepal fans are back on the feet. The flags are out, and Richie Berrington can't watch it. He's not pleased with the bowler there. Poor ball there from Michael Leask. A gift thrown in there. He bowled the first 3 overs wonderfully, and that's what cricket is all about. 1 over can change your destiny. 1 over can change the fate of the game, and 1 over can change the tide. 1 over, the entire momentum can shift from one team to the other. And here is Deepender Singh targeting Michael Leask. This time going down the leg, and it was swept away with conviction, and the ball is racing away towards the deep fine leg boundary there. But a beautiful effort there by the fielder in the deep, running in when from the deep square leg region there. He's given it his heart and soul out there. Jones putting in a dive and saving 2 runs for the team there. He's batted well. He is given his all for his team today, and once again The hunger is shown. He's dived full stretch there and he's managed to cut the ball before the boundary and restricts the batter there for 2 runs. Crucial 2 runs saved for the team there. And the Leask is extremely pleased with his effort. The great commitment shown out there by the fielder there. This time a quicker one and he's opened the face of the bat and guided it towards the short third man fielder there. Sensible batting there. We have got sufficient runs in this over, and this was a good ball and angling into the stumps. So he's happy to keep the scoreboard moving, and he just guides the ball towards the short third man region there and crossover for a single here. Can Gulshan get one more big hit? Or will Michael Liss get his 4 for here? Beautifully bowled there this time, angling into the batter, and he's tucked it away towards the long on region there. And Michael is quickly realizing that he needs to go and cut the ball, otherwise the batters will cross over for single. Wonderfully chasing the ball and restricts the batters to just 1 run there. Michael Lisk 3.5 3 for 26. Can he get yet another breakthrough and get a 4 for tonight? He will be keen to get a 4 for tonight. If he gets here, we are gonna see more animated scenes. He's been animated since the fall of every wicket. He has a wild celebration that every single time he picks up a wicket, he lets out a roar every time he picks up a wicket. Can he pick up a 4 for here? This time he's hit it in the air, and that will be 4 runs. What a wonderful shot, a wide of long on region. The Deepinder Singh Airi, he's been the star. He's been the Nepal's best batter. He's been the senior campaigner. He's been a wonderful batter there. A lot of with the tossed up delivery, and he smashed it towards the wide of long on region. 1 bounce into the boundary. 4 runs there for Deepinder Singh Airi, and that will be the end of the over. 20 runs coming off Michael Lee's last over. He bowled 3 overs, 3 for 10, and the last over giving away 20 runs. So he ends his spell on 4 overs, 30 for 3. Despite the 30 runs, he's bowled wonderfully. You have to give credit where it's due. But Deepinder Singh Airi, he's come out with an intent. He wants to give that win and dedicate this win to the fans there. They have come in all the way from Kathmandu. They have come in from all the way from all parts of the world. They are the Nepal fans from all over the world, across the different time zones and across the different timelines, have been supporting this team day in and day out, despite their performances, despite their downfalls, and they want to give this victory to the fans who've been backing this team from quite some time, and for the faith shown in the team. And Deepinder Singh rightfully playing there with the right intent, positive intent, and the run rate now once again, which looked like climbing towards 12, has been brought down to 9.75 with Deepinder Singh's innings. He scored 26 of 14 and 132 for 3 after 16 overs. Here is Curry back into the attack. This time he's driven it towards the cover region there. Beautiful effort there from the fielder. He's probably saved 3 runs for the team there. A full-fledged dive there from the captain Barrington in the cover region. The ball was driven with venomous force. He puts in a full-fledged dive towards the left, and he's probably stopped in a boundary there. Wonderful fielding there by the batters, scampering for a quick single. The wonderful commitment there by the skipper there. He's put his body behind the line and they stopped a well-deserved boundary there. Good shot there and good fielding there. Good cricket all round there. Good cricket all round. That's what sport. That's what we want to watch as a cricketing fan. People throwing the body in the lines and the commitment they bring in just for the sake of the national team here. Wonderful stuff to watch. Here is Curry running into boulder. Deepinder Singh wide outside the off stump and he smashed it. What a wonderful shot. A lot of width on the ball. He smashed it. No fielder smooth there into the sweeper cover region there. That will be 4 runs there. Deepinder Singh 30 of 15 balls. He's batting with the intent here with a strike rate of 200. Here's the strike rate of Deepinder Singh is 200. And there was the ball was banged in a little bit short, moving away from the batter there, a lot of it, and he slapped it through the cover regions with venomous force, brutal force there, and the ball going away for the boundary towards the deep sweeper cover region there. 137 for 3 after 16.2 overs. Here is Curry, a lot of it there. He taps it away towards the sweeper cover region there. The batter's happy to cross over for a single there. 33 of 21. Carl Jacob, I hope you're watching this game. It's definitely shaping in the right direction. A wicket here would make it more interesting, or a couple of sixes would make it more interesting. Are we going in for the super over here? Yeah, definitely would be a lovely affair to watch the super over tonight. Probably we'll have to spend 30 more minutes on the stream, but it's nevertheless it's worth it, especially when games like this goes down the wires, especially when both the teams are not giving up and both the teams are not fighting till the end. Despite this being a dead rubber, they don't want to give up because they know the importance of winning this ICC match. and how much it will affect in the terms of bouncing the energies and the ecosystem back in the home, and amongst those youngsters who are watching the game and the fans who are watching this game and supporting this team, and the kind of energy that will bounce off, that it will have the effect on the ecosystem back home in the grassroots as well as the elite sports. This time a beautifully bowled Yorker there on to the block hole there, but Gulshan bringing in his bat in the right moment and managing to keep the ball away from the stumps. They're wonderful ball there. Scotland will be hoping that they bowl a lot of Yorkers and keep the batters at bay by bowling this kind of lengths here. 33 required from 20, and here is Curie running in once again to bowl to Gulshan, and here he is running in, and this time he goes in for the Yorker and the ball slipping away from his hand. There was a full toss on the pads, missed out opportunity. I think the ball's just gone off his pads towards the short fine leg fielder there, and the umpire signaling leg bites there. That'll just be 1 run there. Please drop in that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button. That will help us along this journey in this battle against the fifth battle against cancer, and also give me a motivation to fight back of life and probably continue this journey on a long-term basis. Every single subscription will mean a gold mine to me, because that will help me develop this channel in the next level, and then work hard to bring more tools and work hard to bring more animated scores here. This time a full length delivery, Yorker kind of delivery, but Deepender Singh Ayari, he's squeezed it, he's opened the face of the bat and he sliced it towards the backward point region there. No fielder there in the deep there, and that will be 4 runs. What an end to the over. Deepender Singh is batting out of his skin. As I told earlier, he's been a sensation for Nepal all through these years, and here he is scoring at the rate of 205.8. With that boundary, he reaches to 35 of 17 balls, 3 fours and 2 sixes. He's taken the game by a storm since his arrival. He's walked in at the right moment and he's grabbed the game by the collar, and he's there to dominate, and he's there to show it for the fans that we will fight till the end, just like he fought in the last game against West Indies when all the batsmen fell. Deepender Singh stood there, out there in the middle, fighting for the team till the end, and ensured they put up a respectable total for the bowlers to bowl at something here. Despite the 9-wicket loss, you cannot forget the numbers, but he showed true character the other day, and he fought till the end, and he was there for the fans. He fought it for the fans and put up a decent score, and show that we will put up a decent score on board. And West Indies played well and won the game, and we did not give up on that game there, and we fought till our final breath there. And once again today, Deepender Singh showing in the character. He comes in when the required run rate was inching towards 12, and he's managed to pull it back towards 9.33 courtesy 17 ball 35, and is still out there in the middle fighting for his nation here, as 28 is required of 18 balls. And this time wonderfully bowled there. That is the dot ball. Bradwell taking the ball away from the bowler there. It was angled in away from the bowler, and the ball was climbing on the batter a little bit, and that will be a wide ball as he goes for the wild flash there. I hope you have hit the subscribe button, and I hope you have hit the like button too. But I kindly request you to drop a feedback on this channel. I mean, let us know from which city you are, or at least drop a feedback so that we know how this streaming is going on, because we are extremely new to this. We are on the learning curve, and every single feedback will help us grow, help us get into a better space, and help us feel satisfied about ourselves that we did a decent job out there. And it will make me sleep in a happy space, realizing that I did a good sports journalistic or a good kind of a stream this evening, and that will make me happy more than the views, more than the likes. That will be extremely happy to me, because words mean everything, and when the audience is content about getting a good sports journalistic style of feedback report, and I'm getting a good feedback, that will make me wonderful, and that will make me happy to come back in a better way, better prepared, in a better manner tomorrow, and that will motivate me to wake up with more positive intent and come back stronger and prepare better stuff for you guys here, and bring in more insights into the game. This time he goes for the wild slash, only to find the outside edge, and the ball goes away towards the third man region there. That will be 1 run there. Deepender Singh, the game depends on Deepender Singh. The Nepal fans have pinned their hopes on Deepender Singh. He's been the man of the tournament. He's been the one who's scoring all the runs in all those matches here. And Richie Berrington having a small conference there with the bowler there. A lot of plans being discussed, how they can contain this Deepender Singh out there in the middle. Deepender Singh has been batting out of his skin here since his arrival, and that's brought the Scotland team to have a small mini conference there between the captain, bowler, and there's one more more or two more senior pros out there in the middle discussing some strategies as Wheel runs in this time, banks it in sharp short, but this time the ball was angling in into the batter's body, and he's managed to hit it towards the deep mid wicket region there. The batters running in quick, running hard, and scampering back for the second run there. Good running between the wickets there, 25 of 14 there. This is shaping to a wonderful, exciting shape. Carl Jacob, thank you for your comment there, and I hope you're still watching the game. I hope you're still on the stream enjoying this game. "19 for no loss after 2.4 for Wheel here. He's running in this time, banks it in short, and he's managed to squeeze it over the backward point region there. What a shot. A great ball by Brad Wheel to follow him up. He was backing himself and making room for himself as he shuffled across towards the leg stump, but Brad Wheel following up and rolling the fingers on his ball, and the ball was climbing on him, but Dipender Singh rocks back and slices the ball in the air. The ball's flying in the air over the backward point region into the stands there. 6 runs there. What a wonderful shot. What a knock. Dipender Singh is playing out there in the middle there. A well required 6 here. This time, once again, what a shot that is. He shuffled across the off stump and he's managed to pull the ball, scoop the ball towards the deep fine leg region. One run into the one bounce into the boundary there. 4 runs there for Dipender Singh. What a batting. He's on 47 of 20. He's walked in and completely changed the momentum there for Nepal there. He's batting with a clear intent. He is definitely taking the game away from Scotland. He's walked out of nowhere and he's come in with a magic wand. He's casting his spells on all the bowlers. Every single over he's been smashing the bowlers all across the park, and is batting sensibly. He's not just talking and playing those reckless shots. He's playing pure cricketing shots, picking those gaps and also managing to find those gaps and play those delicate cheeky shots there. He is battling with wonderful intent there, and Dipender Singh take a bow. He's a world-class batter. He's been there for the team right throughout the tournament. He's batted in all the occasions when the other batters fell, especially against West Indies. He showed true character, and today once again he stood up. He's shown that he's there to fight till the end, and once again he's fighting till the end today. Here is Curry running in this time. Gulshan goes inside out. He smashed it over the cover region. 6 runs there. What a shot there by Gulshan. Dipender Singh runs to Gulshan and he hugs Gulshan here for this kind of a shot. He backs away towards the leg stump, makes room for himself and goes inside out. The ball sailing over the cover region. There's 6 runs there for Gulshan. What a wonderful shot. He goes down on one knee and doesn't try to hit the ball too hard, just opening the face of the bat and using the pace of the bowler, and he's just managed to time the ball, and with the using the pace of the bowler there, he's managed to hit 86 meter 6. And Dipender, no one is more proud and more excited than Dipender Singh out there in the non-striker's end. He goes on and hugs Gulshan for this wonderful 6, as now just 9 runs required of 11 balls. This time a Yorker length delivery, he misses the ball, and Matthew Cross missing the stumping there. That was a good take there. 9 required of 10. Thank you for your comment there, Carl Jacob. Thank you for being here. Thank you for letting me know that you're still here and enjoying your commentary. Thank you. You have been kind enough to let me know about giving me the acknowledgement time and time again. Thank you for being so kind, and thank you for enjoying this wonderful game out there. This is getting exciting, and this partnership definitely taking the game away. The partnership 64 of 30 balls. This is 64 of 30 balls. The partnership. What a wonderful game. Definitely won this win for Nepal, for the fans. These guys have given in their heart and soul to this team through the years. This time he walks down the pitch, and that's the full toss, and he drives it towards the long on region there. That will be a single there. Dipender Singh, take a bow, gentlemen. You have definitely impressed the cricketing fans, and I'm definitely one of your fans now since the last game, especially against West Indies. Despite the loss, despite the circumstance, the way you showed character, that's what matters. The way you showed intent, you did not give up. You know we were not going to win this game, but you still showed the fight because you wanted to put Nepal at a respectable position. You wanted to tell the world that we are not going to give an easy score. We are going to give some runs for the bowlers to bowl at, and you fought till the end against West Indies, and that's what champions do. You don't give up on the team, and he fought till the end, and today he's doing it once again. Dipender Singh Airi, 47 of 20, and he's batting out of his skin here. He's batting it out there, his team here. This time a low full toss outside the off stump, and he's managed to guide it towards the the sweeper coverage in there. That'll just be 1 run. 7 runs required from 8 balls. And Dipender Singh, what a wonderful character there. He's been a tough character. A lot of things to learn for the youngsters who's watching the game. I presume a lot of players in the youngsters in the Kathmandu and back home in Nepal, and also the other associate nations, and not just association nations, even the top nations. They have a thing or two to learn from Dipender Singh and the likes of Nepal. This is how you need to show character, especially even when the team is not supporting you. You need to show your true character out there in the middle. Fight till the end and be there for your team despite the odd. Despite this time he hit it towards the long on region there. Dipender Singh was interested for the second run there, but good fielding there. The throw is being relayed back quickly, and that'll just be 1 run there. And 6 runs required of 7 balls here. That's the kind of character you want to see. That's the kind of characters you want to learn, not just in sport but in life too, because that's the kind of characters you want there, who stays and fights for the family, who stays and fights for the team, and who stays till the end despite the odds. And he's one such character, Dipender Singh Gairi. He did it with the ball today, bowled wonderfully in the first three. The ball 3 overs. He was economical, bowling through the power play, gave it all for his team here. 100% team player there. This time he tries to play the premeditated scoop shot, but here the bowler bowling in the inch perfect Yorker, but he's adjusted his bat in the last moment and somehow managed to squeeze it out, and the ball going towards the short fine leg region there. That will be just 1 run there. 5 runs required of 6 here. The Nepal fans are on the toes. They know this could be the first victory in the ICC tournament this year, and they have given it all their heart and soul, their every inch of their voice and every inch of the cheer, right from the first game, right from the moment they landed in India for this World Cup. And even before that, even through the qualifiers, these guys have backed this team to such extent, despite the highs, despite the lows, and they have never ever given up on the team. And Dipender Singh definitely paying back for the faith shown in this team, and he is batting beautifully. 49, 1 run short of a 50, well deserved half century, a match winning knock here. Thank you, J1 Edrew. Thank you, J1 Edrew, for your comment there. Thank you, love your good work. Thank you, J1 today. That's extremely kind of you. Thank you for joining in once again. I hope you're enjoying the show, and I hope you all are sharing this channel to the sporting communities and the people you know, so that we get those numbers cranking, so that I can consider about taking it on a long-term basis, because extremely need that love and support, because entering the remission phase and getting to 500 mark will definitely help me to get those funds running in, to get those prospects running in the right direction, to invest in some tech and gear, so that I can do a better job to bring in more heights inputs, and also will give me a purpose to wake up, because that will definitely help me in the long run here. Here is Wheel running in to bowl the last over. 5 required of 6. A Yorker length delivery, and he's managed to squeeze it towards the backward point region. They come back for the second red. Good run fielding there from the deep, runs in towards his right, and the ball's been thrown back quickly to the keeper there. Then that'll be the 50 for Dipender Singh. Take a bow, gentlemen. You have won a lot of hearts here. A lot of hearts. A lot of hearts there. What a character, a tough character. He's been standing in there for his team. A 50 of 23 balls under immense pressure of the final game, despite this being a dead rubber. Despite being a dead rubber, he's shown out there what it means to be there in the middle and fight it for your nation and fight it for your fans who have come all the way from Kathmandu, and all the people across the globe, the Nepal people who are watching across different timelines from across the globe, waiting to see that first glimpse of victory for Nepal in this ICC tournament. And he is definitely fighting it out for them, and is definitely fighting it for all the people who have sacrificed a lot, be it the coaches, be it the school academies, be it the sporting organization, be it the board, who have trusted these boys, invested in them, and given them all those training there. And here is a fuller length delivery. He's driven it towards the wide of the long region. Has he managed to touch the boundary there? That could be for Munsi. He fielded the ball. I think probably his feet could have touched the boundary there. He is breathing down his pain. He's probably injured his hand there. He's probably injured something. But I definitely think that this could be a boundary. I think he made a contact with his leg with the boundary rope, especially when he was trying to stop the ball. I definitely think this could be a historical moment here for Nepal. Their fans would be happy. I think this could be 4, and I think this is gonna be 4, and the end of the game, I think this is gonna be a 4. We'll have to wait for the third umpire signal there, and that is the boundary there. That is a boundary. Nepal winning there by 7 wickets. What a game we've had on the cards. As rightfully said, this game was going down the wire. What a game we've had on the cards. What a great match we have had on the cards. What an evening we've had. What a wonderful stuff there, man. What a beautiful game. Nepal winning there by 7 wickets there. What a beautiful stuff there. Wonderful, wonderful. Hope you all guys on the live stream would have enjoyed this contest. Dipender Singh Ivory and Gulshan here. Beg your pardon, I forgot to let you know how the ball went in the four there. There was a full length delivery and he whipped it across the line and the ball going away to wide of the long on fielder there and the ball rolling away towards the fence and Munsi putting in the drive and when he fielded the ball, his legs touching the boundary there. He probably injured himself during the process. And Nepal winning their first ever win in the T20 World Cup. That's historical moment out there. First ever victory for them in this World Cup. They were too close to win the game against England. That would have meant monumental. But nevertheless, they showed character in that game. And they lost to Italy by 10 wickets and with 8 overs to spare. That would have dented their confidence to such extent. But to come back and play this kind of a game against Scotland and to show that kind of a character, especially the likes of Burtle and especially the likes of Dipender Singh Ivory. He's been wonderful. He's been sensational. He's a star. He's the wonderful icon for Nepal cricket. For all the youngsters back home in Nepal, the young boys will be keen to consider to have him as role model and definitely build in such a kind of a character. Definitely a champion's attitude, a great mindset, a positive intent. He was there for his team. Not even at a single stage he looked like he was giving up on this team, was giving up on this score line. Even during the West Indies game, when it got tough, he stayed out there in the middle for Nepal. He fought till the end against Nepal. He wanted to show the world that we are not some underdogs, that we are going to get bundled out for some 70 odd runs. We will take it to, he ensured that they take it the score to somewhere around 130, 140, and that day he stayed and did it for the team despite knowing this score wouldn't be enough. He fought and waged a lone battle against West Indies, and together today we saw a beautiful glimpse of Dipender Singh Ivory. 50 runs of 23 balls. What a knock he's played under pressure. A strike rate of 217.39, and along with Gulshan Jha, who was happy to play the second fiddle there, and he managed to score 24 runs of 17 balls. So given support there by Gulshan Jha, especially with those 2 sixes and 1 boundary, and the partnership there for this wicket, 73 runs of 36 balls, an unbeaten partnership of 73 runs. That is over the strike rate of 200. This is the partnership that the Nepal fans were waiting for. And Dipender Singh Ivory, he's been wonderful with the ball, with the bat, especially with the bat. He's shown a classic example of why you should not give up on life, why you should not give up till the end. And just like the Manchester United coach has said, the former manager Alex Ferguson has said, the match ain't over till the last whistle is blown. Dipender Singh Ivory has always showed it that the match ain't over until the last pin is down, until the last wicket is down. He kept fighting against West Indies, and today he kept fighting with all his heart, with all his soul poured in, and he's batted beautifully, diligently with 50 runs of 23 balls, an unbeaten 50 with a strike rate of 217.39, and giving Nepal their first ever win in the T20 World Cup. That's a historical moment for Nepal, and the fans will definitely soak in this moment, and so will Stuart Law, the coach of Nepal. He would be absolutely pleased there. He would be absolutely pleased for all the efforts these guys have put in, all the effort these boys have put in all through the years, not just in this tournament. They would have come a long way into this tournament because it was not easy to come into this tournament. They would have played the qualifiers and all the stuffs, and they would have built a system around them, especially with the limited resources and the limited facilities and all the stuffs in considering the associate boards. And this is a wonderful development for global cricket, and the ICC will be proud of them. The way Nepal stormed into this tournament, almost pulling off a victory against England. Almost for the first time I saw Brendan McCullum sitting on the edge of his seat when 4 runs were required of that particular last ball. He managed to play a wonderful brand of cricket, and this is what the ICC tournament is all about. That's the reason I always keep vouching for bringing in more teams into the competition, because that is what gives these kind of teams an opportunity, and that is when the sport grows globally, and that is when the fans back home, when you start developing a sport at the grassroots level, that is when it grows. When you feed the elite level, it doesn't grow. It grows only when the grassroots starts growing, and when you build a system around the grassroots, that is when the sport starts growing in the upwards direction, because the people in the community start picking up the sport, the people in the schools start picking up the sport, and that is when the growth happens across sectors, through the industries, through the manufacturing industries, sporting industries, and then the sporting academies, and then it builds a kind of discipline because the kids and the youngsters are motivated in the right directions. They want to consider use sport as a catalyst to bring in development in the community, and also it instills discipline and also channelizes the energy of the teenagers in the right direction to play for the country. And that's what it means to play for the country. Dipender Singh, a true patron of Nepal cricket, his name will be definitely written in the history books, not just in Nepal cricket but in the global cricket and the Asian cricket. He's been a superstar, and he's definitely managed to impress me. I'm definitely sure to all the people to all the 35 people who watch this stream, he's definitely managed to impress you. He's definitely managed to catch your attention today. Not just today, the way he's batted throughout the tournament, the way he's played despite the lows. He's shown character. Despite he might have not got runs on some occasions, he might have not managed to get the team across the line on some occasions, but on never ever on any given stage this man gave up on his team. This man gave up on his fans, and this man fought it for the team and for the fans till the end. And eventually the hard work and the grit put in has definitely paid back, as today he played a gem of a knock played out of his skin, and he's managed to get the Nepal the first ever win in the T20 World Cup. And there goes bringing a smile on Stuart Law and all the faces. Rohit Paudal will be proud of his team despite they being knocked out of this tournament. This is a wonderful learning curve, and the people back there in Nepal and the Nepal fans across the globe and the cricketing fans across the globe will be proud of this team, and they will be eager to see this team feature back in the future ICC tournaments, because this team has a lot of character. This team has a lot of potential. They need to be groomed in the right direction. They just need a little bit of fine tuning here and there to play the situations as per the circumstances, and to have a sense of calm under those circumstances. And that is why Stuart Law is out there in the middle. That is why he's there. He's the right person to guide them. And just like Rohit Paudal requested the ICC that the Nepal team would request the other teams to come in for the bilateral tournaments, and he's requesting the ICC. I think the ICC should consider this kind of requests. I mean, even these associate nations, that is when the team gets a lot of exposure. The youngsters back home gets a lot of exposure when they get the bilateral series going in, and when you play a lot of games against different teams across the world, across the different surfaces. That is when you win. That is when you grow. You might practice in the nets, you might practice put in all the hard works in the training session, but nothing compares to the match exposure, nothing compares to the real-time scenarios, and nothing compares to the on-field exposures that you get. And definitely Rohit Paudal pouring his heart out in those kinds of requests, because that is when the Nepal team can grow, when they can get in all the match exposures and the bilateral series. And definitely ICC should work around a little bit and probably give this associate teams a chance to play those bilateral series, and that will be extremely critical, because that will not just mean the growth of cricket globally, that will also mean the growth of cricket amongst the grassroots, amongst the community, among the cities, amongst the villages, and talent can be pulled in from even minute and wonderful stories of coming in from rags to riches, and how a player coming in from a poor background picks up sport and then goes on to become a wonderful character, and he goes on to represent the team and play for his nation. So that's the story. So that will be a definitely something that the ICC should consider, and definitely this should be on their agenda somewhere down the line there. So with that said, thank you Gome the Maharaj for your message once again. Well done Nepal, good commentary, get well soon, see you tomorrow. Thank you for your wonderful message there. Thank you for your appreciation and for support time and time again. Definitely I'll get well soon, and with the backing of you guys, definitely I'm enjoying this moment, enjoying this process. And please don't forget to hit the subscribe button there. And the Nepal fans, they're going in for the lap there. They're thanking their fans across the ground for being there for them, backing them right across the tournament, traveling in from such far places, not just from Kathmandu, from across the globe. There are a lot of Nepal fans who have traveled from a far distances across the globe, taking leaves from their work, leaving their families behind, some of them, and they have come here to back the team right from the start of the tournament, and they have stayed till the end. And the Nepal batters and the Dipender Singh and the Nepal team showing back the faith, showing them. And he's been adjudged the player of the match, Dipender Singh. He bowled 3 good overs, economical overs. I think he bowled 3 overs, none for 21, bowling in the power play, and now he's come out with the bat. The last 3 overs, he's taken the game by a storm. And Scotland, on the other hand, they will be disappointed to not get a win here, but they would be extremely happy. They grabbed the opportunity to be in this tournament with both the hands, especially after Bangladesh decided to boycott this tournament. They were eager eager to come and play in this tournament, and they were unprepared to come in this tournament. But the way they've come in with limited time and with limited resources, especially a short duration, they were announced that they would be playing this tournament, and they came in and they showed glimpses of character. They showed glimpses of what this team can bring in, and that's the reason I always keep watching for these kind of tournaments. Need to have all those associate teams because these guys have a lot of talent. The Italian boys, the Nepal boys, and you saw how Italy played the other day versus England. Wonderful stuff, absolutely dream stuff. If not for Will Jack Snock and if not for Sam Curran, Italy would have taken the game away. 64, they were something 30 for 3, but the guy Mananti showed character. He smashed the ball all around the park. I mean, even top teams would have lost confidence under such stages when you're chasing such a big target. You're 3 down, chasing a 200 plus run mark against a mighty bowling attack, and Jofra Archer bowling that wonderful deadly bouncers and cranking those 140 plus Yorkers. But Mananti and the boys showing character. Even Stewart taking the fight till the end, just losing the battle till the penultimate over, and keeping England at the edge of the seats till the end. That shows true characters of what potential these guys, these associate nations have, and definitely a word for ICC. Probably they need to consider bringing in these ICC associate teams more into the tournaments, more into get them a lot of play time, because these guys don't have the luxury of the players of the other teams. These guys do multiple jobs for their survival, because cricket is not the main profession. They have to work around the jobs and then practice cricket, and yet they manage to come here and dominate that other teams and play such kind of a match-winning knock and challenge teams like England and other big teams here. But the bigger teams, these guys have a lot of funds coming in, and they don't do other jobs. They just the cricketing jobs pay them very luxuriously, very profusely. So, but these kind of associate nations, even the Netherlands, I see a couple of them are delivery boys in the team. They do deliveries in the morning, and then they have to find time to practice cricket, and they come back here and deliver such kind of performances. So that speaks volumes about the effort, because these guys have to work for the survival on a different job, and then come back and train and come back here and play competitive cricket again. These kind of nations definitely hearts wonderful story that, and these guys have limited resources, a big thing to consider, whereas the bigger nations, the bigger cricketing boards have the luxury of having those training grounds, those training centers, those rehab centers, the amount of coaches, the amount of influxes, and the amount of resources, be it the sports scientists, be it the nutritionists. And definitely these kind of smaller teams, the associate teams, they definitely need those funds, and that will be only possible if ICC manages to getting them more itinerary in regards to the getting them those bilateral series. So this was the scoreline, and this is how the game has ended today. Nepal winning by 7 wickets after Scotland put up 170 after putting into bat. Nepal winning the game by 7 wickets. What a wonderful game we've had on the cards on Wankhede. Despite being a dead rubber, this was a contest that was wonderfully spiced up by both the teams. They fought till the end. None of the team gave up. That's the character. That's the kind of cricket you want to see. That's the kind of battle you want to see between bat and ball, and both of them having the moments. Michael Lees there coming in and bowling and turning the game away, especially after they got a wonderful start, and he showed a character too. And this is the kind of cricket you want to see. This is the kind of cricket the world wants to see. We would like to thank both the teams for putting up such a wonderful character out there in the middle and giving the fans a wonderful glimpse of what you guys can do and what cricket can mean, and how much the fans of these countries back the players, and how much they love the cricket, how much they love the sport. Despite the lows, they are there to back the team. They're not just here to support the team during the highs. They are there to support the team during the lows, and they are backing the team irrespective of the results here. And as you can see, Deepinder Singh has climbed up to the second position in the number of runs scored in the series, just behind Tim Seifert. Tim Seifert is on 173, and Deepinder Singh climbing into the second spot at 169 runs after this masterful innings here. And Kusal Mendes is in the third position after getting 3 consecutive 50s for Kusal Mendes. He's in the number 3 position. So that's been the story for so far. I hope you all enjoyed this commentary. I hope you all enjoyed this show. Please don't forget to share it with your friends and family, because getting to that 500 mark and then getting to the 1000 mark is extremely critical for my recovery, and extremely critical for my fight against cancer and my fight against life and my fight against for my passion there. So please ensure that you hit the subscribe button before you go. And also, let's have a look at the games we have on our cards tomorrow here. The big thing from today was New Zealand winning comfortably against Canada. again by 8 wickets. But the biggest news that is shaking the cricketing world, the biggest news that is shaking the cricketing world actually came of a game that was called off due to rain. It's pretty surprising. The big news came from a game that was called off due to rain without being a ball being bowled, was due to the reason that Zimbabwe and Ireland shared a point, and Zimbabwe has moved on to 5 points with the game in hand. And with that a single point getting into the Zimbabwe's way, Australia have been knocked out from this tournament in the group stage, with Australia still having a game in hand. That is absolutely gonna be a devastating stuff for the Australian fans and the Australian team. They will be absolutely gutted there. One game in hand and they've already been eliminated in the group stage. That is gonna be a sorry affair for Australia. They will be absolutely wanting to forget this tour. They will be absolutely wanting to forget this memory, erase this memory from their minds, from their cricketing history, and that is a sorry state of affairs. But kudos to Zimbabwe, their first ever qualification for the Super 8s, and the fans, as you saw rightfully after the game was abandoned, as both the Irish and the Zimbabwe skipper shook hands after the match was called off. The fans, then the stands there went crazy. They were all singing and dancing just like they've always been, enjoying every single moment there. And what a wonderful prospect for global cricket here. Zimbabwe entering into the Super 8s. We just now have to wait for one team to confirm into the Super 8s. We have Zimbabwe and Sri Lanka qualify from the Group B. West Indies and England qualify from Group C. And South Africa and New Zealand qualify from Group D. We just have to wait for the crucial battle against Pakistan and Namibia, because USA are currently in the second position in the Group A table with India qualified, and a win for Pakistan will ensure that they move into the Super 8s. But if Namibia manage to pull an upset against Pakistan, then USA will qualify for the Super 8s and Pakistan will have to head home. So that's the only place that is still open out there. And with that said, hope you all enjoyed this stream, and hope you all had a wonderful time listening to the commentary. And we'll be bringing in more cricketing action, more sporting action throughout as we go. And tomorrow we have 3 games lined up on the cards there. I hope you guys will join in for those two. South Africa taking on United Arab Emirates at 11 a.m. in the Arun Jaitley Stadium in New Delhi, and Pakistan taking on Namibia in Colombo. That is the contest we are waiting for. Can Namibia pull off an upset there? Can Namibia do a world of pull off something out of their hat and put up a show and something for the fans to cheer? And also, if that victory goes towards Namibia fans, the USA fans will be going gaga over there, back there in Washington and New York there. That is going to be a big cricketing turnaround there. And then India taking on Netherlands in Ahmedabad at 7 p.m. at the Narendra Modi Stadium here. So that's how the teams are positioned in the different tables there, with only one place still to fight for. Is it going to be USA or Pakistan in the Group A? That will be decided tomorrow afternoon. And that said, hope you all enjoyed this commentary, and thank you for all the compliments you have given me. I hope you have shared with your family and friends, and I hope you have ensured that they too have subscribed just like you have subscribed. I hope you keep supporting me, and hope you keep supporting the fight. And thank you for your message there, Gomet the Maharaj, about concerned about my health and wishing me well there. And thank you so much. We'll be keen to bring in more cricketing stuff, more sporting stuff as we go. This is just a learning curve. Because YouTube is especially new to me. I've been doing sports journalism right from the field, interviewing the players, talking with the players, covering the Tokyo Olympics and other stuff, covering it across India for quite some years, and then for a couple of 4 years in New Zealand. And unfortunately, cancer struck for the fifth time, and I had to return back home. And the battle went on for 2.5 years. I'm just talking about the fifth cancer, which went on for 2.5 years. And luckily, I have managed to beat it. And now I've entered remission for the first time in this battle, for the fifth battle against cancer. And as I entered remission, I decided to do something for my passion. I've always wanted to be a sports journalist, pursue sports and promote sports since my schooling days. I worked my career and education around it, and definitely got that path, but cancer tried to cripple me off it. But once again, I'm trying to give my best through this online platform, and YouTube is especially new to me. But probably this could be universe ways, because someone pointed it out to me. Because when I was a journalist in India, I used to cater to the crowd in India India, and when I was a journalist in New Zealand, I only used to cater to the crowd in New Zealand. But through this platform, he said, and tried to motivate me. He said through this platform, this could be universe and its best, because I had lost faith in universe because 5 cancers at the age of 33. I had completely lost the hope on universe, and he said that because this is the platform where you are connecting globally. This platform is giving you you to connect with the fans globally, like-minded, sporting-minded people who want to enjoy sport and enjoy sport in the truest positive spirit. This is giving you an opportunity to connect with them globally. So you're connecting with more number of people, more like-minded people, and probably this was the universe plan, and probably this was the God's plan, and definitely that instilled a sense of belief in me, and that instilled a sense of hope in me, and that is when I started to get back the faith into the universe and its ways. And when you guys responded with those subscriptions, and when you guys brought in those comments and these kind of messages in the comment box, that is when I got that energy to wake up with a purpose, to start something, to get something moving in my life after being 2.5 sidelined, just crying out in pain, and being sidelined, and just hoping that 5 cancers at 33, why me, and that's definitely changed my mindset since these comments came in, and since this thought process started in me. Maybe the universe was always tapping in your inner calling, and my inner calling was not just to address the Indian audience or the Indian sporting audience or the New Zealand sporting audience. Probably the inner calling was a bigger picture to address the global audience, and that is when you guys came in and you definitely backed me in this journey. So that will definitely aid me to grow a long way. I hope to reach that 500 mark and get into some sort of funding that's going to come through my way, and probably get into the thousands, so that I can start to get in some funds and incentives towards looking after myself and the costs and the treatments and stuff. So definitely that will be something that will be I'll be considering, if it goes along the same way. I'll be considering to consider as a long-term prospect, as a career, and definitely I would love to go back to the ground there. But until I recover through this remission and the rehabilitation phase and the plastic surgery stuff, and so everything, that process is going to be definitely going to make me believe in this kind of process here. With that said, Nepal today beating Scotland by 7 wickets. I hope you enjoyed the commentary. I hope you enjoyed your moment, and definitely more than everything, I hope you enjoyed cricket, because cricket definitely wins in the end, no matter which team ends. When we watch cricket, we want to enjoy a good contest between bat and ball, irrespective of which team wins. And today, definitely cricket won, not just in Nepal, not just in Scotland, globally. And the ICC definitely needs to consider Rohit Paudal's request to give those associate teams more and more of bilateral series, so that they get the exposure, they get the funds. Especially imagine India visiting Nepal, or Nepal visiting India. There will be funds going in towards the cricketing board of Nepal too. There will be funds generated through advertisements and the sponsorship towards Nepal too, and that is when they can invest that system money back into the grassroots, develop academies, build more infrastructures, build more training structures, and that is how cricket grows globally. And definitely the boards like India, Australia, England have a huge influx of money, and this good condition could be definitely satisfied. We need to inculcate them in a lot of tournaments, and that is how the process we need to go ahead into develop sports in the longer term basis here. With that said, hopefully ICC definitely looks into this and makes some arrangements so that the sport grows multifolds in this big world here, and we bring in more more nations to play in cricket, just like we brought in Italy from Europe. More European nations will be keen to pursue cricket and force themselves and qualify for the big tournaments like ICC tournaments here. Hopefully you enjoyed this commentary. Hopefully you enjoyed the insights given for me. Please drop in the comment section, the chat box, of feedback, because that will do a world of good for me to learn something out of this past 3 hours. Thank you for being there, and thank you for showing in all the support. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and hope you come back tomorrow, and you hope you stay with me forever in this support, in this fight against life. And thank you for believing in the power of human spirit, and you guys have made me believe in myself and the journey here. We'll be back soon on Sports Beyond Cancer. I hope you enjoyed the stream. If I've done any mistakes, because this is just a learning curve, I'm just starting it out, please excuse me, and thank you for all the love and support you've shown me all the while. This is Saurav Vittalmurthy signing off from Sports Beyond Cancer. Hope you have a good night's sleep, and from whichever corner of the world you're watching, hope you have a wonderful day, and hope you have a wonderful time with your loved ones today. We will be back soon tomorrow, and take care.